Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Diablo 4. How's my mic sound, PT? I know I don't
You
ask that a
sound
lot.
good in Discord. Let me open up Twitch and see how you sound.
Alright, kind of mute me in Discord for a second.
Hold on. Now say hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
You sound great.
Okay, cool. Not much of an echo, hopefully.
No, sounded good.
Cool. Alright, launching.
Ugh.
The headphones work. Yeah,
Did you get a new headset?
no. I just, my headphones have decided to work today.
Oh, well, that's good news.
Right. Wait, the fuck? Sanctuary awaits a savior. Take up arms as a barbarian, druid, necromancer, rogue, and or sorcerer.
So
And
wait, what happened?
it's your adventure begins. Or sorcerer, and set out into the vast world before you. There are dungeons to scour for powerful gear, side quests to complete, world bosses to conquer, and much more to experience as you pursue the blessed Mother Lilith through the campaign and thereafter. Is it?
Did you start a new game?
No. It is for you to decide what happens next. Where will your adventures lead? We welcome you to Sanctuary and thank you for playing the Diablo 4 team. You know, we will be continuing. Where are we going to leave off? Queued for game. Start game pending. Oh shit.
And he's already dead.
Haha! I wouldn't be fucking surprised. The way that
He
last
sets the
boss
record
yesterday
for it.
was fucking kicking my ass. The problem wasn't the boss itself, it's the fact that the boss keeps summoning ads and shit. And the ads were kicking my fucking ass. So yeah. Okay, queued for game. Start game pending. Uh. Hello?
Oh, you're in a
Oh, queued for
queue.
games. 4 minutes left. Well, I
Shit.
guess
Well,
we
that's
have
not
to
that bad.
fucking, we have to kill 4 minutes.
Okay, so I got a new rototiller today, and I got about a third of the way through the length of fence I plan on digging into, but I'm going to be planting a bunch of tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
I am also going to be planting a few different pepper plants.
Nice.
We didn't have Romas, break my heart, but Birdie's mom got me a Carolina Reaper plant just for the hell of it. So I'm going to grow the hottest pepper. I'm going to make chili or something. I don't know what the hell to do with it, but I'm growing it.
You can crossbreed it with the tomatoes.
Can I really crossbreed a pepper with a tomato?
I don't know. That would actually have to require research.
Yeah, because like Tina said something about that, but Tina also has no idea what she's talking about either. And it's like, I only marginally know what I'm talking about, so
I'm gonna fucking
I don't
Google
think
that
we
shit
can,
as a
because
matter of
I've
fact.
never heard of it, but if I can, something I can do, I would definitely try it. That aside, we've also got a new
we have
pepper,
spicy ketchup.
but I don't think it's because of the tomatoes. I also got another pepper called Cajun Bell. It's supposed to be a spicy variant of similar to a bell pepper. I'm guessing it's not going to be very spicy, but I'm hoping it will be good tasting. Oh, fuck. I got a bunch of different tomatoes. They're all like
Oh,
burger tomatoes and shit.
Tomato pepper hybrid products are created when tomatoes cross-pollinate with peppers properly.
So what kind of things are we talking about?
The reason explaining this combination is that both tomato and pepper seeds come from the same family of plants. This helps biological scientists easily create them close, then create the perfect cross-pollination. So yes, indeed, you can cross-pollinate a pepper with a tomato. So you can make ghost pepper tomatoes.
You know what I would pick actually? Habanero.
I mean, yes, but I just want you to make a really fucking hot-ass tomato.
That's what I want too. Now that you brought it up, I want a hot-ass fucking tomato.
Yeah. And then you can fucking make it into like a super spicy ketchup. And then you can be like, do you want ketchup with your burger? And then you put it on their fucking burger.
No, man,
and they bite into the burger.
Those tomatoes
and
onto
then
the
die.
burger. I'd straight slice those tomatoes onto the burger, man. But no, habanero would be so good as a crossbreed. Oh, God. Are you in the queue yet?
Less than 1 minute.
Awesome. So I got the rototiller, and my arms are gonna fall off. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Have you figured out how to mute a fucking Twitch stream?
Well, I could do it on my laptop. Just the volume button's there. It's when I'm on my mobile that I can't seem to mute it. There's only, I don't know, maybe I could try to find a direct volume control instead of being an idiot.
I mean, fair enough. That's cool. You're on your lappy so you can watch me fucking die to this goddamn boss. That's, of course, if they fucking leave me in the fucking, because I logged out right at the boss entrance, so I'm thinking they may just make me redo the entire goddamn dungeon any goddamn way.
That would be some zombie shit.
I mean, they do re-instance the dungeon every, like, 10, 11 minutes or some shit.
What the fuck does that mean?
They repopulate it.
Oh.
You know, because a lot of the post-game shit... Oh, queued for game. Start game pending.
Get it. I'm about to lose this fight I'm in.
But what I was saying is, most of the game that you do, a lot of it is going back into the older dungeons and shit with, like, newer affixes and shit. So you never, your dungeon and spawn, the old dungeons spawn, like, portals to hell and shit. And a bunch of enemies you normally don't see in that dungeon come populate that dungeon and kill you. And you get nice loot for killing them.
Well, ain't that jolly ollie?
Yeah, except, when you don't kill them, the loot they get is your ass. Brings new meaning to looting the booty.
Do what you want, cause a pirate is free.
Yar!
Lend at your back, lads, wherever you go. Blue sky above and blue ocean below. You are a pirate.
Fuck. So, chat, it's been like 8 minutes, even though it's 4 minutes.
I'm gonna have to put them dogs out after some time.
Oh, yeah. Did y'all get a storm up there in Kentucky, by any chance?
No, I ain't even got a drop.
Damn. Well, I woke up and there was like miniature fucking hell coming down from the sky.
Jeez, this one's heavenly.
Yeah.
Well, we did get a decently rainy spring, though, but I'm sick of watering tomatoes in those tiny pots. Tomorrow I'm gonna put tomatoes in the ground.
Yeah, so you can drown them with the water hose.
Yeah.
Oh, and you don't have to worry about cats digging in them and shit?
No, and the dogs, they have different pens and areas. Although we gotta get rid of them puppies. They're getting bigger and bigger.
Peppers!
They're almost weaned.
Oh. They're really cute peppers, I must say.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking... God damn, you said less than a minute 5 fucking minutes ago. What the
Seriously.
fuck, Blizzard? Jesus Christ. Thank you for the cock in this ass. You know, I mean,
I
I've
can
been
only
trying
talk
to
about these
get,
dogs for so long.
I've been trying to get fucked, but this is not how. You know, Jesus Christ. I'm
This is very
gay,
tedious
but
fuck.
this is very not gay. I am not
Anyone
happy.
caught not being a gay will be reported to the FBI.
Yeah, precisely. This is June. Get it on your
It's
mind.
Pride Month, yeah. We're talking about the gays.
You have to wear your gay badge.
You have to listen to Elton John and Lady Gaga.
And everybody never mind. I was gonna mention something. I was gonna mention something about reporting to your local centers, but then I was like, that's too on the nose. You know, after wearing the gay badge and then reporting to your local. Like, God damn it!
We're such monsters, heathens, heretics. God save me. I care about the people around me and don't want them to suffer. I also like penis.
Jesus Christ. Everybody acts like being gay is a grand old thing, like we didn't get persecuted.
No, don't fucking say. Don't say everybody. Don't fucking say everybody. That is a very loud minority, and you know it.
Yeah, I know. I just have to make it known that
being an enemy.
Yeah.
I'm just a person.
Pretty much, And I know people are going to see this and like, oh my God, they're grandstanding. No, motherfucker, we're not doing anything.
Grandstand these nuts.
Yeah, precisely.
Fuck turfs.
Right. Now, I personally am not trying to push an agenda. I don't like agenda. I don't even know what agenda is.
He doesn't even have agenda.
Exactly. I'm multiple agendas. You know what I'm saying?
We didn't turn this on to have a fucking talk show. Open the game.
God damn it. This has now become a podcast, chat. This is now a fucking Will Diablo Load podcast.
Let's talk about tomatoes and queers.
Yeah, exactly. And how we can throw them at each other.
I also have cute puppies. What's a Bernese Mountain Dog?
Right? Only $2,000 to own your very own fucking Labradoodle slave. I mean,
right?
Yeah, fuck.
I had to teach an old lady how to copy and paste a link today.
Oh, fuck. How'd that go? She break the computer?
She got mad at me.
God damn.
I mean, it's more like a fuss thing, not a real bad.
Goddamn boomers, if you just catch up with the fucking times, you'd actually know what the fuck you're doing.
Because I kept asking her, like, what's the link to your page? And she goes all the way through the website that it's hosted on, goes through the frickin' search, goes through a search refinement till we get to the exact dog and puppies and available, and finds hers on the page. And as soon as I see it, I just grab it and send the link to my own phone and said, here, like this. And she's like, how'd you do that? Oh my God, Tina.
This is when you pull out a cigarette and you take a long drag.
No, I quit smoking, my dude.
And be like, honey, you just don't know.
God knows, sometimes I want
one. Shit. Everybody around me, the fucking moment I start smoking, everybody around me quits. Ain't that a bitch? I think
your timeline's a little off, bro.
Yeah, I got no one to bump cigarettes from. Oh no, okay, so I quit smoking. I started smoking in 2018. I had some life incidents happen between 2018 to 2020, when I came to live with you and whatnot. No, but 2020 came around, and I started to live with my dad again. And not more than 3 fucking months living with my dad, he just wakes up one day, throws his entire pack of cigarettes away, and says, I quit. I'm like,
randomly?
Yeah, literally. As random as fuck. As random as a day of rain in fucking Arkansas. He just says, I quit. And I'm like, that's cool. Fuck. you know? And then he was like, yeah, I don't want cigarette smoke around me no more. And I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, fuck. You know? So I switched to vaping. Him and I had a discussion, and we agreed that if I switched to vaping, everything would be cool. You know, because you can't really smell it or anything like that, you know? And
I got a 0% vape, this fucking watermelon flavored. And they're like, oh yeah, that's the most popular one. I know why. It's like fucking Jolly Rancher. But yeah, I've been on Zero Nick for a month now.
Is it just is it just to, you know, cope with the need to do something with your hands?
Yeah. I still have the oral fixation, and I don't want to just hit my weed vape constantly.
I think that's my biggest problem, is needing to have something to do with my hands, because I'm constantly like hitting the vape and shit out of habit at this point.
God knows I'll leave it alone for the entire duration of a bag of sunflower seeds.
Right. My mom ate a lot of sunflower seeds too, though she never quit smoking.
I love them.
Huh.
It's my favorite snack because it's you have to worry on them, and I like the interaction.
Well, chat, I'm gonna be playing doodle fuck with my camera here, so we can there we go.
Oh look, he's fingering it.
Yes, I know, right? The magic touch.
Setup a bit. Do you think maybe you should cancel out and re-up the queue?
Oh yeah, and get stuck in a longer line?
I don't know, man. It's just we're stuck here for longer than it called for to begin with. So I mean, what's that about?
Well, I did exactly that, but yeah.
Looked like it's stuck.
Start game pending. Well, if anything, YouTube's gonna... Oh my god, 4 fucking minutes left! This is the last time I go to the back line.
We've done twice that already.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already here.
Well, looks like we are legit beginning a podcast. Will Diablo fucking let me load in podcast? That's what it's called. And it's going to be posted to YouTube, and I hope people who see this shit on YouTube have a fucking fantrific time with it.
I don't know. We're probably not that fucking interesting enough, to be honest.
Man, people will watch some of the dumbest shit, so they'll watch us.
Yeah, well, I guess we'd make decent background noise.
Right. At the very least, you know, we can tell offhanded jokes and shit, you know.
There's only so many subjects I'm interested in, but whatever, it gets broad. One day it's tomatoes, the next it's Star Wars.
Oh, Tomato Wars.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, shit.
Is that one too old now? Our millennial asses, it wasn't even for us to begin with.
What? Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, like 1950s?
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking Google it while we sit here for approximately 3 minutes.
Right. Approximately 3 minutes and maybe some more.
I'm down. It was so dumb. 1978. What did you say?
Fucking 1950s. That's 20 years off.
Honestly, as far back as that is, it's...
Might as well be the 1950s.
It's getting harder to tell. Alright? I'm a millennial. Eat my ass.
Right.
That's what millennials do, right?
Pretty much. Did I tell... Now, this may... Viewers, from this point on, the following subjects will be very, very graphic and not suitable for younger audiences or anything like that. So please turn away if you...
20th century horror movies?
No. We were talking about eating ass, and I was going to bring up the fact that I just did that for the first time a couple of days ago. Okay, it's my goddamn stream. I'm gonna talk about what the fuck I want. This is a goddamn fucking podcast. We're going to touch on every fucking subject out there.
Nobody needs to watch you touch yourself on stream.
We're not going that far. But I'm
This
just
is the
saying.
only part that's going to get anybody to look at the YouTube while they have it on background. I tell
Right?
you. What did
Like,
it do?
hey man, this is like the fucking Howard Stern show, okay? Have you ever listened
It's
to Howard
not
Stern?
interesting.
Have you listened to Howard Stern?
No. I
That
don't listen to
motherfucker
podcasts.
is
I have no clue how they go.
that motherfucker is hilarious as fuck. He talks about all kinds of shit, straight and gay. You know, he was talking
Good
about
for him.
hey man, he's really fucking popular too. Gives me a chuckle every time I go into work.
Look, Dash, I'm not Ace, but I'm more into talking about tomatoes.
Man, I'm just saying. You know, it's
Yeah,
this
a whole
is
lot.
random ass. This is random ass. We're just trying to kill time right now. So any and every subject is
I
available.
was talking about cheesy horror movies. I was about to segue to my favorite. It has Donald Sutherland and Leonard Nimoy in it.
Oh, nice.
What the fuck was it called? That wasn't They Live, was it?
Oh no.
No, They Live had Roddy Piper, and that was the one with the sunglasses that could see the aliens.
Oh
with
yeah.
fuck faces.
I'm only here to do one of two things:
Oh,
chew bubble
God.
gum and kick ass, and I'm all out
Yeah.
of bubble gum.
And that fucking 7-minute long fight trying to get his friend to wear the fucking sunglasses.
I've never seen that movie. I've just only heard the phrase. You know.
Oh hell, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, fucking
Yeah.
1978. That one's my favorite. It was so cool. I was
what-
like 17 when I watched it.
What was that fucking movie where they're chasing a dog through the fucking winter snow, trying to shoot it?
The Thing.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Dude, that one's movies with good suspense. That one's up
Okay,
there.
so here's the thing. Someone
Like
posted
Alien.
a thought project about a D&D campaign. You see a bunch
Yeah.
of orcs chasing a dog. None of your fucking party knows how to speak Orcish. Your party kills all the orcs. Your party decides to adopt a dog. None of your party members have ever seen The Thing.
That's so great. That's so great. I love it.
That is some evil, maniacal shit, and I fucking love
So,
that.
the GURPS campaign coming up, our plan currently is to blow a hole in the side of the cultists' compound and gas attack them.
Oh, no.
They have already tried to murder us twice, so we're taking the party to them. And when they come out gasping for air, I'm going Clint Eastwood on their asses.
And you're gonna miss every shot.
No, I won't. I don't think you know how many points I've pumped into my fucking pistol skill.
And you're still gonna miss every shot.
I'm Buster Scruggs up in this bitch, dude. This bitch is a surefire, and one of her guns has recently been passed off to a reputable enchanter. I'm going to get it back at the start of the next session with more damage on it.
Oh.
I paid good money for it with crystals made out of cheese magic.
Cheese magic.
We stole them from French rats.
Magic made on the moon. From the
Yes,
moon.
indeed. They had magic booze, too, which was a bad idea because the DM told us to make our characters separately. So we did. And 3 out of 4 of us took the trait alcoholic.
God damn! That speaks millennial for you.
No, my character is an 18-year-old Heather.
Yeah, I know, but you are a fucking 32-year-old alcoholic.
Not even close.
Okay, my bad. 33.
I haven't had a drink in 3 weeks.
Okay, so you're recovering. Got you.
You bitch. Jeez. Let's shove a bottle up your ass.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
But you want to die, but don't want to feel it.
Shit.
God, I'm pretty sure that killed everybody who tried it. You can't just bypass your liver like that.
Yeah. Fuck.
I mean, how desperate to feel drunk do you ever have to be?
I don't know.
Ours was the vodka-soaked tampon rumor, kids.
What the
I don't know
fuck?
anybody who ever tried it.
You'll have to explain that one. What the what?
It was on our generation. The news has the moral panic of some dumb shit kids are doing to get high every fucking generation.
Yeah.
And one of the ones for us was they thought we were soaking tampons in vodka and sticking them up our collective orifices in order to get drunk on less vodka. But I don't know if anybody's ever actually fucking done it. You know, a rumor goes through a school and then a newscaster picks it up, runs wild, then suddenly everybody thinks, oh, the youth are doing this to kill themselves and get high. Bro, alarmism can go to hell.
You hear this, chat?
What?
Vodka-soaked tampons.
Did you never hear that?
No.
What were you, in Italy?
My mind collectively was everywhere in high school. Look, except for 9th grade, I was never the popular kid in high school. And in 9th grade, I was only popular because I was too fucking crazy and I had a southern accent.
I guess you stopped being popular around the time you started hanging out with me.
I became unpopular around the time I moved back to where I blended in with everybody.
Jeez.
When you're in fucking California and you have a southern accent, people there don't even know Arkansas is a fucking state. Highest fucking education our country has is in California, and they don't even know Arkansas is a fucking state.
Well, look, I couldn't necessarily exactly name all 48 of the contiguous United States plus 2, but I know they're a thing.
I mean, don't get me started on it now, because I done forgot
Howdy.
half of them, but I knew all of them back in the day.
There were all these fun little mnemonics like Memel the Elf.
Yeah, no, like, I actually watched the Animaniacs.
The countries of the world and shit.
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
up, Trey Boss?
They'd sing
Thank you
like,
for joining us today.
oh, hey, what's good?
We're having a Waiting in the Queue podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. When is Blizzard gonna let us play the fucking game podcast? So, we're just discussing shit.
We've already tried resetting it once, and that got us to the same place, so here we are.
Yeah, exactly. To the back of the fucking line. How you been doing, mate?
Well, we're at the front again.
The front of the back of the line. See, I told you, people would fucking love this shit,
Of course.
We're fucking just sitting here bullshitting and whatnot.
Maybe it's the most realistic one.
Yeah, because we're actually talking about shit people can fucking relate to. Growing up as a goddamn millennial. Fuck me in the
Right.
ass.
Oh, and hey, 90s nostalgia is in. When I was doing that superhero setting, I always had it set in the 90s, and now that's cool.
It's because it's authentic and not scripted. You're fucking right, it is. Shit.
That and cell phones were still rare.
Oh my
and
god.
nobody was on the internet.
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
For some reason, that ruined the world.
How the fuck did that happen? The greatest thing we gave ourselves, and we just fucked it all to hell.
Because we didn't know how many of us were too stupid to use it.
Oh my god.
To be as in living color as possible about this, we are not evolving fast enough to keep up with our own technology.
I think that theme
as
song.
a species, have the emotional maturity to handle what we are creating.
I think
And
that song
May
that
very
came
well
out.
kill us all.
That song that came out back in the fucking early 2000, the internet is good for porn, pretty much sums up everything. You know, the internet's only for porn.
Look, I've always been into
The
science
internet,
fiction,
yeah.
okay, but like Asimov science fiction,
Jesus fucking
hard
Christ.
shit.
Yeah, well, we're seeing science fiction right now, a utopian fucking society.
Right? I got my thumb on the pulse of it, and all it does is give me anxiety.
Yep.
I'm a philosopher, not a scientist.
Well, I am just fucked because it's a goddamn fucking game. So,
all I want to do is eat fish and put tomatoes in the ground and eat tomatoes.
And then crossbreed them with fucking ghost
with
peppers.
Hot peppers.
So you can feed them
habaneros.
to no ghost peppers. So you can feed them to unsuspecting people.
No, habaneros are already hot enough to fuck people up, but habaneros have a fruity flavor, which would pair with tomatoes. I have not heard of V-Rising.
Yes, I actually have heard of V-Rising.
I actually have my thumb on the pulse of gaming.
Yeah. I actually looked into buying V-Rising and trying to play it, but then I heard it wasn't, like, really multiplayer-ish. Like, you could build your own base and shit, but you could only have, like, a collective party of 4,
What kind
and
of
the
game
world,
is it?
It's a isometric ARPG. And, it's kind of like Grim Dawn. I really didn't study, like, what kind of systems it had, but it had, like, a base building system. And, it sounded really cool. Also, another big thing, no controller support. I know people are like, why don't you just...
Depending on the game, but I don't know if it's an action game. I'm a controller guy.
Yeah, people are like, why don't you just do keyboard and mouse? Motherfucker, I broke both my goddamn wrists doing stupid shit.
Dude, some of Bird's friends play Elden Ring with keyboard and mouse, and I don't know. It's weird. It's like watching Heresy.
Right? Exactly. Fuck. Like, what kind of witchery is this shit?
They would have given me shit for inverting my y-axis, but...
Oh, there is a controller? It's been like over 6 months ago since I checked on it. And when I checked on it then, there was none, so they may have updated the game since then. I'm not really 100% on that. But, yeah.
Well, I hadn't even heard of it. I may have, but I didn't know anything about it. I don't listen to the news as little as possible. Well, I got the money for games.
As someone who wants to make this whole streaming thing... Oh, there goes my goddamn fucking camera. Thank you,
Did it freeze?
fucking OBS. Yes, it did. I have to fucking unscrew my camera now.
Well, it's not like you're in the middle of anything.
I know, right? Like, let's see. We have to... What the fuck am I doing? I don't even know. I got into the streaming thing not knowing how to operate a goddamn thing, and it's fucking shows.
I got it traipsed in there, too.
Yeah.
I don't know how many I went through before I started to figure anything out.
Okay. There we go. I managed to fix the fuck up. That is my camera fucking up. Yeah. So now we go back to fucking pending! Shit. Fuck it.
It's the show of the day.
Right? When is Blizzard gonna let me play the goddamn game I spent $100 for?
For real. Is Diablo 4 down?
Whose fucking dick do I have to suck to play my own goddamn game?
The Diablo 4 servers are currently live.
Bobby Kotick? Is he the guy I have to go to?
Oh.
God, I'm gonna regret every fucking moment of it, but someone's gotta get the job done.
Just make sure you wipe the area with a warm towel.
I'm gonna use fucking alcohol.
Down the valley.
God damn it. Fuck. Let me play my goddamn game. But, yeah, I've been wanting to fucking check out V-Rising. As I was saying before my camera went apeshit, as someone who wants to make this whole thing, a job, or a way of life, um, I take it as part of the quote unquote job, to research up and coming video games and find out what is popular amongst the consensus of gamers, so I know which direction to go in as far as trying games. Now I do have my standards because there are some games that I personally don't like playing, and there are other games that I personally love playing. Uh, for instance, like fighting games. The only problem with fighting games is I can't talk about them because they are way more complicated than what you see in a
I
general
find
sense.
I can talk about Smash while playing Smash.
Right, but how many
That game's
mechanics
just
are in
special to me, I
Smash?
guess.
How many mechanics are in Smash?
A lot, dude.
Right, exactly. And you have to know each and every one of them and be able to elaborate on each and every one of them. Now,
Yeah, but I've been playing the whole series since it was a thing. I know
right,
it fairly well.
but I mean,
I
check out like, okay, we've got Tekken 8 coming up and coming, which I really want to get, but they're introducing new fucking mechanics in the game that I've not seen in a Tekken game before, And then there's Street Fighter 6, which I want to play. But, once again, the mechanics in that game, and then having to learn how to fucking play Street Fighter, which I suck at most Street Fighter games because of controllers. Uh, they got the fucking light punch, medium punch, hard punch layout versus the, soft attack, medium attack, strong attack layout, which is not suitable for my playstyle in fighting games. But I
well,
digress. Then you've got
I mean, you got time.
yeah, I know, right? But then, there's like Guilty Gear. And oh my god, Guilty Gear's always fucking. They had to make a game that toned down the fucking mechanics just to make it popular because there were so many goddamn mechanics in the fucking game.
People
Jesus
are into that
Christ.
shit.
Yeah, Guilty Gear. Oh god, I can't remember the goddamn name. Strive. Guilty Gear Strive is a way toned down version of past Guilty Gear games. And the whole reason why I got into Guilty Gear games from the fucking beginning was their mechanics. And the fact that each and every single character had their own set of mechanics. Their own set of power bars and shit like that. And you could do.
We like Monster Hunter.
Oh, yeah, and then there's Monster Hunter. There's that set of games. And the mechanics for it. And how they keep
I
fucking
love
changing.
it though.
And it's just all this shit I have to research and fucking talk about. And talking about this shit for 8 hours fucking straight is more of a chore than people make it out to be. People are like, oh,
No,
you're a
I
fucking streamer.
understand.
You just have to sit there and blah 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 play video games. No, motherfucker. As a streamer, I used to think like that. I used to think just like that. Oh, you're a streamer. All you have to do is sit down and play video games. I'm going to tell you to anybody who says that, fuck you. Fuck you and your asshole. No. And, you have to know what the fuck you're talking about, and you have to be able to talk about it for anywhere from 4 to 8 hours straight. Talking for 4 to 8 hours straight while playing a video game is some of the hardest shit I've had to do. I don't talk during my fucking streams. This is probably why I'm not catching any goddamn, viewers. Shit. Because the shit's hard to do. Fucking trying to talk about Diablo while I'm getting my ass reamed by a fucking boss who keeps summoning fucking ads every other 30 fucking seconds. That shit's a little fucking, goddamn, man. That shit's hard. I have to fucking focus on not getting my ass reamed. Yet I also have to talk and entertain the fucking audience. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck? And people are like, it's easy. No, the fuck it's not. I don't even talk to my own friends as much as I have to fucking talk and stream. Fuck. Rant over.
Get that out of your system, buddy.
Yes, Now can I get a hug and a fucking chalky milk?
I was just gonna let that peter out.
It's like, okay, yeah, chat.
Jeez.
He's on one right now.
Well,
Just
yeah,
let it fucking
exactly.
go. Just
He's
let it fucking
on
go.
one right now.
You know, he'll calm down. The fuse will eventually fucking burn out. You know, the fire will die down. We didn't know. We don't need to throw water on it. Just let it fizzle out.
Fucking hell.
Holy shit, man. You know? Fuck.
It's tough to be a professional.
Exactly. You gotta know what the fuck you're doing. And even in this field, you know, yeah, I love playing video games. I love talking about video games. But you got to know how to do both of them at a high standards. And, you know, it helps having you around. I'm not gonna lie. You know how to at least,
Give you something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. You know, feed me shit to fucking eat on. So I can, you know, you're like the fucking fuel to my fire. You know what I'm saying?
That's cozy.
Yeah, so yeah.
I like to be able to at least marginally talk about as many different subjects as I can, you know. I don't need to be educated on everything, but I need to be educated enough to discuss many things.
Right. You know?
I like just like having shit to talk about.
Yeah.
Plus, everything I learn in some way serves my hobby of storytelling.
Yeah. You know?
Oh, shit.
Oh, and that's another thing. Fucking storytelling and writing. Holy fuck. You know, I wonder, did people back in like the 1700s say, oh, it's easy, man, you're just a writer, all you have to do is sit down and fucking put words to paper.
Right all day, yeah, no, you have to use brain.
Yeah, you have to actually be able to spell words
And
so people
do you know
can
how
fucking
many
read it.
calories that fucking thing takes?
Yeah.
A lot. It takes a lot of calories.
Yeah, exactly. You're not out here doing fucking back-breaking manual labor. I'm telling you what.
But I'm doing that too, though.
Yeah, I'm telling
That's
you
the
what,
problem.
Chad.
I ain't got time to write.
If you're a fit, young, strapping lad and shit, and you're able to do, like, physical labor, that shit is far easier.
Take care of your back.
Yeah, exactly. It's far easier to do than actually having to sit down and fucking think. Like, thinking in general, you know,
it's hard.
when you actually have to sit down and do it professionally, you know, in any kind of job that requires thinking, you know, it's hard. Unless it comes naturally to you like a goddamn genius. But it gets hard.
It does not come naturally to me.
Yeah, and the pros make it look fucking easy because it's their job to make it look fucking easy.
That's why I sound smart, because I'm good at words.
Yeah, you know, your dad made you read a fucking thesaurus when you were younger. Or a dictionary.
No, actually, I just enjoyed that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Everyone's a nerd about something.
Yeah. My Uncle Pete used to make me read the dictionary. When I asked for the meaning of a word, he'd pull out a thick-ass fucking dictionary. Because we didn't have Google back in the days. You know, we had the actual Webster's Dictionary, which was like this fucking thick. And he'd open it up, and he'd be like, research the goddamn word. And then because you asked me and disturbed me while I was doing something, write the goddamn definition down.
You know
I was like, oh, fuck. What?
Fucking Encyclopedia Britannica. Or Encarta. I had an Encarta CD.
Oh, nice.
And it was just a fucking encyclopedia thing that also had like this really cheesy game.
Oh, was it like a maze game?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
I
maze.
fucking love that thing. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Core memory unlocked.
Right?
Oh, because I had one. I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and my teacher had that same exact thing, and I loved playing that game. There were no enemies. You just had to think your way through the thing. And the graphics at that time were cool. There's this weird...
But it lets you just straight up look up the answers, too,
Yeah.
and then you learn shit.
Yeah, but now I'm getting off on another tangent here. There was this weird point in graphics where, like, the graphics were, like, so mundane yet so far ahead of its time that it took your mind to a different fucking place. you know.
Yes. 90s
But
computer graphics, man. It was a special thing.
I know, right? And you like 90s 3D computer graphics, like computer art graphics. We're not talking about the shitty, games that were, 3D, but we're talking about just straight computer graphics and shit, Like,
Doom set a precedent.
yeah, well, no,
A
like
really cool
visual
one.
media graphics, like shit you'd see on advertisements and stuff like that, or shit you'd see just as like computer art on a website back when 90s websites and shit, and those motherfuckers took you to like a far out place, man. Like they made you use your fucking imagination and shit. Uh, 90s 90s themed computer art or computer graphic art or whatever the fuck you call it. Uh, it was some far out shit, man. Like I actually kind of miss that kind of shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely had some growing up done on Oregon Trail too.
Oh man, Oregon Trail
That
was
was
my
a
shit.
masterpiece.
Fuck.
That was
But
made by educators, man.
right.
I wanted more edutainment like that. That's a game that was so fun to learn while
Right.
playing.
I played my favorite game was the Amazon Trail, and I know it's like the shittier version of
It
Oregon
really
Trail,
is
but it was
the
still my
shittier
favorite.
version. I mean, fair enough.
It was my favorite because it was like the only cool game we had at school, you know.
I got down on the deluxe edition.
Oh nice. You know. Educational video games. I really kind of wish. Now, the educational video games we got back in the day, like most video games, the good ones were like very rare, and like
Right?
90% of them were shitty, like most
And
video
it
games
wasn't
back
this
in the day. You know?
monolith of AAA bullshit.
Right. But my point that I'm boiling down to is that I wish they'd come back and make like some good old fashioned educational video games. I think we're in that time where we could really benefit from some shit like that, instead of like
Ash,
some fucking, AAA shit. What?
I have to go take care of my dogs. It'll take me a while, but I will be back.
Alright.
Sorry.
How long do you think that'll be?
Well, it can be 20 minutes, but I could take my phone with me and try to communicate. And it just might
Yeah,
have to knock for a time. I need both of my hands.
right.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll try to at least kill 20 minutes somehow. Fuck.
good luck.
Oh shit, chat. Oh no. I'm all alone. Fuck, what am I gonna do? But no, like I was saying, I really think we could use like some good old fashioned educational video games now, man. Like seriously. This world could use some education. Not lying. And I mean it'd be a great way to teach our kids nowadays who are so, like wrapped up in the internet and shit. About history or about, uh, fucking, I don't know, reading, even fucking math. We had some great games for math. I can't name any of them off the top of my fucking head because, they were just learning games we got in school. As a matter of fact, I remember this thing they did. It was an experimental project they did at a school I went to in Oklahoma. Uh, they gave everybody a PS1. Yeah, they just gave it to you, trusting that you wouldn't fucking steal it. And, they would fucking give you educational games to play on your fucking PS1. You know, of course, me, I already had my own PS1 because my mom stayed on top of that shit, So, yeah. But, those are actually pretty cool as well. And it all boils down to, I wish this game would fucking start so I wouldn't have to keep trying to come up with fucking subject to talk about. Because, this shit gets really fucking, uh, I wear out of subjects really fucking fast. And, I don't know, I've been talking for like fucking 49 minutes straight now. And, I don't really fucking know, I really don't know how to kill more time than that. I mean, I guess we could drag up some fucking YouTube videos for me to fucking react to or something. Uh, I really don't know. I mean, fuck, man. Is this the point in time where I just start doing reaction content as a fucking meta? Shit. Fuck. I mean, I really don't have videos on my YouTube feed that I could react to. I mean, maybe like some funny shit or something. I don't know. Fuck me. And then, shit, this is gonna be an entire goddamn video in and of itself. Yeah. But, yeah, Chad. Goddamn Blizzard. You said it was gonna be 4 minutes. Fucking 46 minutes ago, man. Really? Like, do I have to fucking reboot my entire fucking game? Chat, we're gonna go ahead and do a little something. I am going to reboot my goddamn game. Because this shit is fucking ridiculous. Uh-oh. Exit Diablo 4. We're going to play Diablo 4. Play Diablo 4. I thought this is why we had the fucking server slam, Blizzard. So you'd know how not to have queue times. Okay, so we're past that. Dash Rathers. Queued for game. Start game pending. Two minutes left. And by 2 minutes, they mean 2 fucking hours, chat. So yeah, let's see. I'm gonna kill 2 fucking hours by, trying to think of subjects that, you know, we might be interested in talking about. Let's see. God damn it, PT. Why'd you have to leave me defenseless on my own? Why? Alright, so, fuck me. Where was I? Oh, man. Well, fuck my life. You know what? Let's see what we got over here on the internet. I am just gonna fucking,
This game.
we are going to pull up some shit. Yes, chat, I watch a lot of fucking Asmongold. Bite me. I watch a lot of Asmongold. You know. I also watch a lot of Long Beach Griffey. We're not gonna fucking, you know. Oh! Fuck, PT, I wish you were here. Shit. Oh, fuck, no, we're not actually gonna react to that video just yet, chat. But, I am going to react to a video of a game both PT and I grew up with, if Blizzard hasn't queued me in to this fucking game. We will sit down and have a fucking chat about fucking Chrono Trigger. You know? And was it any good? But until then, I'm just gonna sit here and twiddle my thumbs. Let's see. Personal opinion. Was Chrono Trigger any good? I mean, from a nostalgic point of view, I'd say yes. You know, probably one of the best games ever made. You know, there's lots of story into it. God damn it, I can't. My memory's failing me. I have less than a fucking minute left. Come on, Blizzard. Am I really gonna have to do this? Are we really going into React content before I can play my fucking game? Is this what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do, isn't it? Oh boy. Start game pending. Really? Really, Blizzard? Pending on what? How quick you can pull the cock out of your ass. Jesus fucking Christ. But yes. Oh, I don't even want to pull up my fucking Discord chat. Oh, Jesus. I don't even fucking know. Shit. Well, shit. Fuck. Well, let's find ourselves a fucking YouTube video to watch in the meantime. PT, are you there? Did you come back?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, actually, there's a video. Great. You just came in time. There's a video.
I'm walking the dog.
Yeah, but there's a video I wanted us to react to. It's by.
React?
Yeah, it's called Josh Strife Plays, and he's like, was it any good? Chrono Trigger. And he's gonna be doing a fucking, like, a video documentary on Chrono Trigger, and I wanted us to react to it.
Chrono Trigger?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, and I wanted us to react to it, because you have far more memories with it than I do. You know.
That game was a fucking blast.
Yeah, but I wanted us to go back and react to that.
Hell
if
yeah.
you'd be down with it, since Blizzard's not down with letting me play my fucking game.
I'm down with it, but I'm down with walking these dogs and taking care of the puppies and a whole lot of yada yada first.
Well, okay, we can talk about other shit. I was really hoping you'd fucking come back, because I was starting to wear thin on subjects. I was like, oh god,
yeah, I was thinking about it too. It's like, okay, finally, I've got a leash on Candy, I've got a free hand. Let's go see if Dash is alive still.
I was in the process of drowning, and you just rescued me. I restarted the whole.
A handsome dog.
Yeah, I restarted the whole fucking game, and loaded back in, and they gave me.
Still fucking you?
Yeah, they gave me a 2-minute queue this time, and now I'm back at the start game pending.
Oh man, what if you have to reinstall it? Oh god, ow!
I really hope that isn't the fucking case here. Shit.
Me too. Ah, she saw a rabbit.
Otherwise, oh Jesus fucking Christ. Otherwise, we're gonna have an entire fucking stream of us reacting to shit.
That's fine.
Cool.
Look, I'm down for it. As long as my charge are these dogs, and once they're cared for, I'm down.
All right, cool. You know, we'll actually have an interesting stream for once. Holy fucking
see,
shit.
grinding dog podcast.
Right, exactly. You know, fuck it.
No, you can't go in there. Ugh. No, you don't need those either. You see, there are also domestic bunnies here.
Aww.
Just 2 of them.
Bunny!
No, I don't know anything about them. They're bunnies. Move, Candy.
I miss
Asshole.
my...
Can't reach the door. They're delightful.
Yeah,
Their disposition is so sweet. They're just strong.
Yeah. Oh, no, you said bunny, and because, you know, that's the pet name for my boyfriend, it made me think of my boyfriend, you know.
Ew. Not that kind of bunny.
Oh, no. No, it's just...
Just because I'm into the gay doesn't mean I'm into whatever the crap you're doing.
Oh, no, it's just I miss my boyfriend. That's all that was, you know.
Fuck. She is very aggressive. I love her to death. Not aggressive. She just wants to go, and she's faster than I am.
But is she stronger than you?
Damn near it. She's got 4 legs to pull with, alright?
You have opposable thumbs. Use them.
I am using them. That's why I'm controlling her with 1 arm. It's not the most ideal situation. But that's what she gets for not behaving. There's a chicken around here, and she don't stop chasing him every time she sees him. She thinks it's a game.
See, chat, gamers really do touch grass. He's touching grass right now. He's probably going to fall in it here pretty soon.
Now I know where the dog shit is.
Yeah, at least
I'm
you
trying
won't be
to get her
laying
to
in
fucking...
that.
I know they don't want to shit in their pen. I have to clean it with a water spray. It gets a little swampy on that side.
Ugh.
Those puppies are getting big though. We jury rigged 3 entire cages into one large pen.
Oh, nice.
That way they have like 2 zones and a center play area. They don't like the pool though. They don't give a shit.
Right. Yeah. Fuck. God damn it, Blizzard.
Well, time for Candy to go into the hole, and then we'll get Ladybug and walk her.
Candy, it's back to solitary confinement for you.
Yep, because you don't behave. Look, we caught her on the other side of the road once is enough.
Yeah, that's all you get. One fuck up and you're banned from society forever.
Look, man, chill the fuck out. It's a dog.
Oh, my chat's gonna get to know how hardcore I am today. I usually fucking, I shut the fuck up and play video games. That's what I do. I shut the fuck up and play video games. So y'all don't get to hear me talk more often. You get to hear me make a subtle joke every now and then that might make a little bit of people in the room go, ha 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 ha,
I don't think anything I've said is offensive.
Huh?
I don't think anything I've said is offensive.
No, I'm just talking about
like
solely me.
Offense is not my goal.
Right.
All right,
Well,
Ladybug,
I don't even have a fence in my yard. Get it?
Ladybug runs like a model.
Oh.
She's so proud.
Does
She ought to be proud. She has 9 healthy puppies.
Oh, Jesus.
But she's getting sick of them.
Oh, yeah, I'd imagine so.
Look, they're adorable. I'm getting sick of them, too.
I want puppies.
Well, they're expensive. They're purebred. And they have papers.
Oh. Well, I want one anyway. I'm just not going to pay for it.
Yeah, well, you ain't getting it then. They ain't mine.
Oh, yeah.
They're in my charge, but they ain't mine.
Right.
This is how I pay my room and board right now.
Right. Walk
Just
the
taking
dogs.
care of these prize fucking dogs.
Walk the dogs, freeloader.
I'm doing a good job taking care of these puppies.
Right. Shit.
God knows.
Oh,
They love me. They're imprinting on me.
Oh no, they're gonna get separation anxiety. Where's the big guy?
Come on, Dash. You know I bitched my entire family twice. I can handle it.
Right. Oh no. God damn. Fuck, that was pretty fucking dark all of a sudden. Jesus Christ. You talk about me being dark and then all of a sudden eclipse. Like, Jesus Christ.
I'm tired, alright? My arms are tired.
What the fuck is this? Revelations? Jesus. Fuck.
I've just been digging holes, alright? It does things to a man.
Are you digging a hole for yourself? Fuck
no,
me.
it's for my tomatoes.
God,
yeah. Oh, God. You did that on purpose. I am tangled up.
Yeah,
I know you're going to undo it on your own, too. You're smart. They are. They're bright. They're so sweet. They just have a lot of energy. They need exercise. But they're the sweetest dogs you ever met in your life. Oh, my God.
Right.
I'm not familiar with breeds. But apparently this one has a 5-star rating on disposition on whatever the hell the dog website is. You know, the dog experts.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck they are, whatever.
I don't know shit about breeds or breeding dogs.
Neither do I. I'm learning everything on a shotgun basis, and that's not good for me.
Yeah. I just see cute puppy, and I'm like, oh, I want to pet it. It's pretty.
I have tunnel vision. I have difficulty remembering things. I don't even recognize all the puppies' faces yet.
Oh, shit. You have tunnel vision. I'm going blind on one eye.
Shit.
Yeah. Fuck.
It's weird. I get facial agnosia. I don't know how that works with the puppies, but I recognize like 4 or 5 of them by their face, mostly by their attitude.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, we have a dog. He grew up being a dickhead.
But
We
they all
took him
have
to the dog.
distinct...
Okay, so we took our dogs to the dog park the other day, and
Right.
our dog is our male dog is such a fucking dickhead. His name is Burger So Burger he goes into this dog park. We'll let him off his leash. He goes over right to the dog ramp and takes a shit on it. Great going, you fucking asshole. That's not what that's for.
No,
And the
you
shit
should
just
see...
rolls off the fucking ramp, and I'm just sitting there watching them, and I'm like, you are a representation of our family.
Here, skate this, asshole.
Yeah, you're a representation of our entire family, because we're all
You should see the father
dickheads.
of these puppies. He's a 107-pound big dumb himbo.
Oh, Jesus.
He's adorable. He'll gently bite and hold your wrist like he wants to hold your hand.
Aww.
He's so sweet about it.
Aww.
Like how they'll hold their favorite toy, that's how he'll hold your wrist. I fucking love these dogs, man.
Him's a good boy.
Yeah, they're so sweet. Candy, that's the one that'll hug you.
Oh, I want a
Like
dog
fucking
who
hell.
will hug me. Dogs just want to fucking, randomly jump on you and then fucking,
Right.
and they aim for the balls every goddamn time. It's
Every
like they
fucking
don't
time.
know how to fucking miss it. It's like, jump,
I have an
leap,
ice chest
ball.
inside the pen that I sit on, and they like to bite my shorts, and they don't miss my balls sometimes. Little puppy teeth. I gotta make sure they don't nip my nuts.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, they like to chew on my fingers for fun.
Jesus fucking Christ.
They're so cute. I got email some videos to Tina. Let them out of their cage this morning and just, dick around for a little while.
Right.
Watch them till I lose count. And they got to run around on the grass and then attacking each other, playing all over it.
It has been an hour and 6 minutes.
Fuck.
We have been.
Welcome to the queue.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the queue. Come on in. The water's fine. Just don't expect to be
Speaking of water,
swimming.
that's another part of this. I also got I got a whole task list for all this mess, but I'm here.
Right. Fuck.
I'll take care of my dogs and my friend today. I'm bored. I'll do it.
Yay! I'm being carried.
Sometimes you just need a little hand.
Right.
Like right now.
Oh no, you're skynetting.
That's because my phone is in my armpit.
I know. I was just gonna, fuck with chat and tell them, welcome to Skynet, chat. The future is officially here. We're all AI.
We are the singularity. I'm gonna go turn on the hose. The spigot for the hose is inside the pen where the big dumb 107-pound himbo is. He has been trained not to jump on you. He still jumps right in front of you, over and over.
Damn.
So yeah, no paws up, thank goodness.
Right.
Like I said, big dumb himbo. He's adorable.
Oh.
You never meet a dog this size so fucking cuddly. Ah!
I mean,
Hi,
a
Sarge.
couple of times.
Ah.
Shit, fuck, damn hell, blizzard.
They
let me
definitely
play
need
my game.
exercise and attention. They are active dogs, so it's definitely not a breed for people who like to sit on their keister. Oh, I like to sit on my keister.
Didn't we go through a fucking server smash for this? Like, literally, that was like 2 weekends ago. To test the servers. Well, no, to test the servers. So this exact thing wouldn't fucking happen.
Here we are.
I know, right? Leave the blizzard to insert cock into thy cheeks.
I mean, I learned my lesson.
Look,
let's say it on stream. We ain't sponsored.
Right. Look, man. The game is good. Like, for once, they made a fucking good game.
I gotta say, it absolutely looks good. Let me close the gate, Sarge. Hi, pretty
Get
boy.
the fuck away, dog. I'm trying to do my thing.
Biting my wrist, and it's adorable.
Yeah.
I
But
love you.
the game is good. However, Blizzard is notorious for shitty servers. Notorious.
Oh, yeah. And, the Warcraft 3 fiasco.
Oh goddamn! I don't even wanna. I played the original Warcraft 3. I love that game.
Dude, I was there when MOBAs were born out of the fucking custom death matches. I was there. It was cool for a little while.
I was there when Arthas became the Lich King, and not in World of Warcraft, in Warcraft 3.
We were there, man.
Right.
And I don't remember much, because it wasn't that fucking interesting of a story.
Actually, I hear you. I actually hear that the beginning of like Warcraft, World of Warcraft specifically, but Warcraft in general, had an interesting story, and then it got convoluted, and then they poured gasoline on it, and then they put a match on it.
My first taste of Warcraft was a demo disc from, I think, Command and Conquer or some shit, that had Warcraft 2 on it. It had one campaign for orcs and one campaign for humans. And they were short. They weren't bad. Got me hooked.
Yeah, my first taste of Warcraft was on my Aunt Martha's computer down at her fucking cafe that she ran. And,
no shit.
Yeah, I was playing it, and she seen me play it, and then because she was a fucking, Christian Bible thumper, she freaked the fuck out and said, "You can't play that. That game is, the devil, and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and now, I want to summon demons."
Christian theology in video games can be cool as fuck if you do it right.
Yeah, exactly, like Diablo.
Yeah, well, I was thinking a more obscure title, though. Azrael's Tear.
What?
It was set in a sort of semi-future, like near future,
mm-hmm.
where you're a grave robber, a tomb raider, searching for the literal Holy Grail. And a whole lot of whack shit happens while you're underground trying to figure this shit out. Like ancient Indiana Jones-like traps, and also dinosaurs, and immortal Templars and ghosts. And it's really fucking cool.
Oh, you know what they need to bring back? And I know this is going to sound really fucking nostalgic and old school, but those point-and-click games. Fucking...
Oh god, Azrael's Tear almost felt like one. See,
yeah.
That's why it didn't stick, because the game interface, the user interface, and the gameplay was fucking trash.
On Nintendo, they had this old game called Deja Vu, which is like a point-and-click detective game. And then there was that horror game we both played in the 2000s. It was an internet horror game. I can't remember the fucking name of it, but...
it rings a bit of a bell, though.
Yeah,
I think it was a wild-ass place in the early 2000s. Newgrounds was cool.
Yeah, Newgrounds was really fucking awesome. Had a lot of different shit there.
A lot of, professional animators, voice actors started their careers on fucking Newgrounds, man.
I know.
Hell, even, musicians and shit.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of which, I wanted to bring up, I was listening to the radio once, and I heard this dude on the radio who went by Milkman Dan. And that name sounded really fucking familiar. And then I went back.
I know I've heard that.
He was on Newgrounds.
No shit.
Yeah.
Did you see that game that came out of it? That full-ass Castle Crashers game that came out of Newgrounds?
No, I did not.
It's on every fucking system now. Al, you can... it's still some pretty decent co-op beat-em-up shit, to be honest.
Oh, nice.
But yeah. You play it, and it tastes exactly like Newgrounds,
Wow.
They had that fucking Smash-like fighting game, too, with, classic Newgrounds characters, like Tankman and shit.
Oh, yeah. There was also that Smash-like fighting game that had, the Powerpuff Girls and shit, And, Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory and shit. I said laboratory. That's how much I watched that goddamn show.
That's how he said it.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's how much I fucking watch that goddamn show. You know, I say
It's the
laboratory.
laboratory. It's the
I
smartest boy you've ever seen.
like unironically I say laboratory now. I don't
I
say
think I still say
laboratory.
laboratory,
Huh?
which is relevant to my writing character who has a laboratory.
Yeah. You know,
Which is
it's
funny
just
because she'd probably pronounce it laboratory.
yeah. You know, it's how you know the show affected us when affected me when I was younger. You know, I
Hey,
just
Gidney Tartakovsky was my jam. Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls.
right. I just recently stumbled across a thing where their plans for the 6th season of fucking Teen Titans was to do a whole backstory on Starfire and her brother. She had a
Right.
brother, you know.
Everyone sort of had a relevant season for the most part of that show,
What's
except
up,
her.
Texas Blood Ninja? Welcome to the Will Blizzard Let Me Play My Fucking Game podcast. How are you doing? I've been in queue for an hour now.
I can't see
Just
the chat because I'm taking care of dogs right now.
right. I've just been fucking. We've been talking about random fucking subjects. If you want to join the chat, feel free. You are a moderator. You can wait. I haven't fucking. I don't know if I set up your new profile. As a matter of fact, I can fucking do this shit. Hold on, chat.
Right? It's not like you're in a hurry right now, are you?
Right. Hey, Bug. Go to fucking go to chat in Stoneheart General Live. I know you're watching this shit, motherfucker. Go to chat and fucking yes, I see you there. Yo, what's up? Where the fuck you at? I'm gonna have to drag this shit off the string for a second, chat. Sorry. I know you want to see my personal life and shit, but you know. But yeah, I'm gonna need your ass here, Bug. Like immediately.
What you plotting?
No, I mean we could all just have a fucking gay old time here. You know.
Haha. Well, I'm about to go turn the water off and take my merry ass inside.
All right.
I got the cage locks.
Oh, I see you, Bug. Yeah. Shit. If that's the okay, let's see. What can I do as a moderator? Profile. Roles. Streamer friends. Oh god, I actually have to escape.
Yeah, yeah. Back up, Sarge. Back up.
Yay, chat. I am doing things. Alright. Now that I did things, he could actually fucking join our chat if he wanted to. He made a new profile, so I had to go fucking mod him real quick in our fucking Discord so he could join our chat. But yeah, when you hop back in, we're gonna go do a react of you know, fucking Chrono Trigger, and you'll finally be able to see Josh Strife plays and just how interesting he is, because he does thorough fucking reviews of like video games and whatnot. And oh shit. Oh yeah. Hold up for a second. I don't think. Give me just a second. I'm dragging you back over. Hello? Anyways, chat. Hello? Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, that's right. I, killed myself. So, we're gonna have to do a thing real quick. I'm gonna have to X out of this because I done fucked up. And then we have to fucking sorry chat, I just killed my friends. Alright. we weren't really fucking worried about that any goddamn way. I'll rejoin queue. Okay, we're gonna get our Discord pulled the fuck back up. I am going to come down here. Hello. Yeah, sorry, I had to switch my account to mod bug shit or Texas Blood Ninja, and it killed my chat, which means I had to fucking close my game out once fucking in.
Well, whatever.
Not like they were gonna let me play anytime soon, any goddamn way.
Didn't seem to be the case.
Right. So I'm gonna. Oh, now I'm queued at the goddamn fucking title screen. That's fucking great.
Well, aren't you special? They get you in this time.
Yes. I was just getting us prepared. While our start game was pending. Oh, I wasn't in queue that time. It just jumped to start game pending. Ain't that fucking fantastic? But yeah, I was getting us ready for this whole, video we're about to watch.
Watching reaction?
Yeah. I don't know how you're gonna do it, because I know you have to mute stream in order to fucking, see anything. But, maybe pull up the fucking video yourself.
Yeah. Jeez, say it a little nicer, why don't you?
No.
Pull the video yourself. Yeah, I can probably do that. Give me the link.
Oh my
Watch
fucking god! Queued for game, 38 minutes left. Yeah, we're reacting.
Oof. I'm almost there. I'm gonna go pee. I'll see y'all in a bit.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, this fucking whole thing was so long, I'm gonna make it its own video, and as soon as the game starts, I'm gonna cut the recording and start recording fresh from the game starting. That's how this is gonna get. The way I do my videos, chat, is instead of editing, because I don't know how to fucking edit to save my goddamn life, I'm just gonna fucking, I stop recording. So that, I can throw shit, I can section them off into, like, each individual video, and then post those videos individually. 37 minutes left. PT will be right back with us, and we may even be joined in by, Texas Blood Ninja, aka Bugshit. Chat, we may have ourselves a full-on fucking podcast just talking about random shit, and that would be fucking awesome. But yeah, having a gay old time here in June. But fuck, I'm going to go get myself a glass of motherfucking tea, motherfuck, and I'll be right back, chat. Not like we're gonna go anywhere anytime soon, but before we get this whole jamboree started, fuck me and my goddamn camera, I'm playing camera, fuck, don't worry. Yeah, before we get this whole thing started, I'm gonna go get me something to drink so I could actually drink away my sorrow. Unfortunately, I don't have alcohol. But yeah. Alright, I'll be back.
Back at my rig. Dash.
Sorry, PT. I went to go get some tea.
Oh shit!
You know, my headphones aren't exactly on yet. Hello? Okay, I'm back. Okay. What's your status?
I am back at my rig.
Okay. Cool. You got the stream popped up?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Didn't need a link.
Alright. We're gonna start.
Looking to make your first...
It's in my watch later playlist, so I was going to watch this anyway.
Wait, what? Oh, did you already have it saved?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. It's in my watch later playlist.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, send me that shit.
Oh, send you the link?
Well, I don't know where it is in my playlist.
Control C. Alright. Let's see. It's gonna... Where do we post links in our fucking, Discord chat? I
don't know. Post it in
videos.
General videos, there.
There we go.
Right,
Yes.
okay.
Control V. Boom.
Cool. Alright.
Yeah.
I'll monitor your stream for a second because I don't have ads. Go ahead.
First video.
I have ads.
You don't need a big budget or
Since I won't be synced with the stream anyway.
I will be pausing occasionally to talk about shit. That's how you do reacts.
Well, pause it right now so we can start.
Chrono Trigger.
Alright.
You ready?
Yeah.
On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Super Nintendo RPG released in 1995, considered by many to be one of the greatest video games of all time. Read any best RPG...
Alright, pause. Yeah, I have to turn the volume down just a little so, you know, people might be able to hear me talk. Sorry. This is like, oh, hey bud, you got wild turkey? That's nice.
Oh, did you pause it?
Yeah, I paused it right around slash an enemy. It's 20 seconds in. Alright. 20 seconds in, we'll pause. Tell me when to go.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go.
RPG ever list, and Chrono Trigger is always there, usually taking the top spot. So in this video, I'm going to replay a game considered one of the greatest video games of all time and find problems with it.
Ooh,
so grab
problems.
a cup of tea and settle in, because we're about to go on a time-traveling journey from prehistory to the end of time itself. Created by a dream team of RPG experts, including the creators of Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest, the original artist from Dragon Ball, and musicians...
What was that?
The guy who did the soundtrack, Yasunori Mitsuda.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, it was Nobu Uematsu. Shit. I don't know where I remember him from, but yeah. Akira Toriyama. That's how I recognize the game. Mainly. It was DBZ except on Nintendo.
Still working on major RPGs to this day, Chrono Trigger features mechanics way ahead of its time, mechanics people still rave about today. You know the old joke about how JRPGs start with you saving a cat and end with...
Wait, what?
I didn't see when you paused.
59 seconds in. Yeah, just, you know, holler, if you have something you want to say about anything he says, just holler pause and I'll pause it and we can talk about it.
Okay. Alright,
You know?
yeah, I'll figure this out.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
With you killing God, Chrono Trigger is partly responsible for that saying. People praised Zelda Breath of the Wild for its open-world nature and the ability to fight Ganon whenever you felt ready. Well, Chrono Trigger not only let you take on the final boss whenever you like, but also has 14 different endings depending on when and how you do this. Remember the buggy in the airship from Final Fantasy VII, which opened up the overworld and let you explore hidden continents? Well, Chrono Trigger had that mechanic 2 years earlier. The time travel from Ocarina of Time, having 2 different versions of the overworld. How about 6 different time periods of the same world, from prehistory to the far future?
Pause.
Go ahead.
It really amazes me how big this fucking game was for its time. I mean...
Especially since it fit on the SNES.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I didn't realize the SNES had so much memory to it, you know?
I want to say that throughout the different timelines, you can follow like a side story for every character, and they really make you fall in love with these things. They make you give a shit about the world you're in. It's good world building. It's fun stuff.
Yeah, I know. Real good
137?
story. 137, yes.
Cool. All right, we're cool. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dark Souls and Elden Ring followed in Chrono Trigger's footsteps with hidden side quests for each playable character unlocking their ultimate weapons, completely missable areas, and the ability to kill vital NPCs and make your playthrough harder. And while not the first game to have looping replayable game modes, Chrono Trigger did allow you to take earned power from one playthrough into the next, and was the first game to use the term New Game Plus.
Yo.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was the first New Game Plus usage, because that was the first time I'd seen it too.
Oh shit.
But there's like a bunch of different endings in Chrono Cross, and then I had gone back to Chrono Trigger and realized that there were extra endings to that.
Right.
So I replayed Chrono Trigger in my teens as well. So
Right,
I
yeah.
got a lot of mileage out of it back when.
Yeah, I remember one of my step-uncles introducing me to the game back in the 2000s and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, you could replay this game over and over again, and you have to get, like, you know, a bunch of different endings and shit. And then, you know, if you had, like, there was a certain thing you could do in the beginning of the game that instantly let you fight the boss. But, you know, it was like a glitch or some shit, you know, that where you went straight from the beginning of the story to, like, the end of the story, and you could fight the end boss right then and there. But if you weren't prepared for it, you were gonna get fucked.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really fucking bad.
You're really not gonna beat the Lavos right out of the gate as soon as you can see them. It's not really built for that. It's still a turn-based game in a way.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
To all this, a heartfelt story about our search for meaning, overcoming childhood flaws, the allure of unlimited power, and the destructive desire for vengeance. All held together with a battle system still to this day considered a gold standard in gaming, and you've got one hell of an RPG.
Not gonna lie, Magus was
games
hot.
have advanced a lot since 1995, and the nostalgia goggles are thick and heavily tinted. And while many people know Chrono Trigger from those best RPG ever lists, not that many people have actually finished the entire game. So are we just collectively agreeing something is good because other people have told us it's good?
No,
Maybe
beat the whole game.
Pause. Yeah. No. No. You see, I've played through this game at least once or twice myself. I don't know how many playthroughs you've gotten through it, but I will say collectively, this is one of the best games I've played as far as RPGs go, and I'm collectively the JRPG fan of our group. You know, I'll play any fucking... Yeah, I'll play any goddamn trash they throw out there. You know what I'm saying? You know, I played Breath of the Fire 1 and 2.
Breath of Fire?
Yeah, Breath of Fire.
You know, those are on the Switch's emulators right now.
Yeah, and back then, they didn't have fucking maps or even names of towns on the maps or anything like that. You had to, like, navigate through bullshit. Like, you had to find something that looked familiar in the terrain and be like, okay, I have to come back here, you know, 30 quests fucking later, you know, when I'm like level 50. But it was worth
spending your whole weekend on when you're a kid, you know? We weren't attached to anything else. It was just us as the TV babysitter.
Yeah, these games were designed to be rented over multiple spans of time. You know, if you don't want to shell out $60 at once, you were going to shell out $60 fucking dollars over time. You know,
these stories raised us.
Yeah, you know, this and Mario RPG were two of my biggest fucking favorites as a kid. Mario RPG. That's another game that I'll collectively touch on at a later time or point. But yeah, that was also another one of my fucking favorites. You know?
I was in love with its spiritual successor, Paper Mario.
Yeah, but I mean, I would have loved to seen, you know, the whole cast come back and do some more shit. But unfortunately, Sony and Nintendo, not Sony, but fucking Square and Nintendo had their big headbutt thing kicking off. And, you know, we never just got a fucking proper sequel to the game.
And we got Sora and Sephiroth and Cloud and Smash.
Yeah, but we didn't get Gino, unfortunately.
You know what? The only genuine character that's missing from the roster is Dixie Kong.
Oh,
She was
shit.
planned to be in the game as a double character with Diddy. When Diddy was
Oh,
introduced,
shit.
like the Ice Climbers.
Yeah. Well,
And
no, because
it
that's...
was partway through development, but they had to scrap it because it wouldn't fit on the 3DS.
Yeah, no, that's how, like, Donkey Kong 2 played. Yeah, that's how the Donkey Kong games played, you know?
Donkey Kong Country is like fucking special to me. But let's get back to Chrono Trigger.
Okay, yeah. Before we make this like 40 hours long. Okay, I'm on 242.
We're synced.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Specific examples of why it does or does not hold up today. So I've gone back and replayed it all. Every ending, every secret character, every hidden side quest, and with that complete replay, we can now answer the question, Chrono Trigger. Was it actually any good? As always, a massive thank you to the supporters on Patreon, Twitch, and YouTube whose support allows me to make long-form in-depth videos like this. More information on how you can support at the end. For now, let's begin. Flashing light warning. Several of the high-level magical spells flash the screen with flickers of white light. I'll mention these before they happen.
Oh yeah, pause.
First off, a quick note on pixel...
What was that?
Yeah, games back then did not give a fuck if you were epileptic. I just have to say. You know, you played any game at your own fucking risk. Am I gonna die today?
Electric Soldier Porygon.
Right? You know, they did not give...
blew up those fucking missiles.
They did not give one fuck as to the survival rate of the people playing their goddamn game.
It was a wild time. They didn't have regulations, and there were a lot of grumpy old assholes in Congress complaining about violence in video games and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to bring that up. We didn't even have the ESRB system until Mortal Kombat 1 came out. You know, we had Custard's Revenge before Mortal Kombat, and Custard's Revenge was about raping chicks. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
There's actually quite a few porn games on like ancient consoles.
Yeah.
Which has nothing to do with this. Let's go.
But I digress. 3, 2, 1, go.
And sprite graphics, and I touched on this phenomenon in the Castlevania video, but it's worth repeating. If you played Chrono Trigger as a kid, the gameplay on screen now probably looks sharper than you remember, and this is both a blessing and a curse. Chrono Trigger released in 1995 for the SNES, and so was played on CRT monitors. Now, with sprite and pixel art, a CRT monitor actually slightly diffuses each pixel, and the colours bleed together, giving a more blended, softer image. Here's an example with Dracula's face from Castlevania. Notice how on a modern monitor, the single red pixel of the eye is defined and harsh. It almost seems out of place. While on an old monitor, that red pixel would diffuse a red tint across its neighbours and so give a soft glow effect.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
With waterfalls, here's an example from Mega Man, and with depth added through implied shadows, here's some 80s dungeon crawler images on both CRT and LCD screens. The soft blend effect of a CRT monitor actually means your mind has to fill in the blanks, and this creates both gentler curves and greater depth. So if what I'm playing doesn't look quite like what you remember, that's why. So while Chrono Trigger released in 1995, it's been re-released multiple times on the PlayStation 1 in 1999, the Nintendo DS in 2008, for both iOS and Android in 2011, and on Steam in 2018, where it's still available. The latter releases even contain bonus content like extra dungeons and more side quests and fully animated transition sequences. It went on to see a sequel...
First time I played this actually was on the PlayStation, so I saw these Dragon Ball Z ass cutscenes.
I've never seen them. I've not once seen any of the Dragon Ball ass cutscenes.
There's no dialogue. It's all music and, you know, some sound effects like, you know, weapon clinking and shit.
Right.
But
yeah.
You get it. It's very simple in how it's expressed, and they're all... You should watch them. Like, just take the time out of your day to watch the cutscenes.
I want to go back and watch the cutscenes because, you know, when I first played this game, it was on the Super Nintendo, and that's the only console I played it for. I didn't even know it had fucking cutscenes in it, you know, until I met you, and then I seen the one cutscene of, I forget the frog character's name. Fuck me.
It's Frog.
It's Frog? Okay, yeah. Until I seen Frog cut a waterfall in half. or some
Right.
shit. And
Well,
that was
splits
the
it down
only
in half.
cut. Yeah, that's the only cutscene on that entire game I've seen. But yeah, you know, fuck
See, the
me.
character's name is Glenn, but Marl calls him a fucking frog when they meet, and they're just like, "But what is your name?" And he's just like, "Frog will do." He didn't give a shit. The way it's presented, he just said, "Whatever, you call me a frog, so I'm Frog."
God damn. Okay.
And I love it
Fuck.
because he has like this sort of fake pseudo medieval accent.
All right.
That shit was bad and cross. 3, 2, 1, go.
Called Radical Dreamers in 1996, which was a Japanese text-based game which ties into a side plot, and then Chrono Cross released on the PlayStation in 1999, which itself cannibalized much of Radical Dreamers.
Radical Dreamers was the JRPG version of Stop and Swap for like Banjo-Kazooie for me.
Damn.
It's like this weird secret that I just had to know more. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh wait,
go.
hold on.
What's up?
Did the PlayStation version of this game have like more endings to it than the SNES version, or more
I don't
content
know.
to it? Because you'd think with the transition to CD, they add in extra filler shit like that, you know, because it's on PlayStation.
I don't think so, but that's just because I haven't heard anything of the sort. Because the only thing they added in the DS remake was like, there was some post-game dungeons in the DS remake. I think they had some new endings too. But honestly, it did it justice. It did the cutscenes and all that shit. Like, it was great.
Oh, nice. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
And so became the only canon sequel. A third game named Chrono Break was rumored for a while, but ultimately dropped in 2003.
I love Chrono
So for this
Cross.
review, I'm staying classic, and we'll be
right?
playing the
my
SNES version.
baby
First off,
favorite
Chrono
game.
Trigger is far shorter than most people realize. I finished the complete main storyline and all 7 extra character stories in around 20 hours. The length
What?
of the game really comes from finding all 14
that
additional
tracks.
endings, but it's entirely possible if you're only focusing on the main
I remembered
plot
it being
to finish
longer.
Chrono Trigger in a long, focused
That's
weekend.
because
So let's
you
play.
tried to
The
kill the
swinging
Lavos 100
pendulum is an
times at too
iconic
low a
opening
level.
and sets the theme of the time. And the first choice we make is battle mode, active
I am
or
a
wait, and I'll
dumbass.
explain the differences when we look at combat later. Now we name our main character, and I'll be keeping all the names as suggested, but important to note, the main character is called Chrono, not Chrono. This isn't just because of the 5-letter naming limitation of the SNES, it's also because the story
that's
of
what I thought
Chrono
when I was a
Trigger
kid.
isn't actually about Chrono as a character, it's about everyone else. And interesting fact, Chrono, just like Link from The Legend of Zelda, is a left-handed silent protagonist. In fact, his only dialogue is found
Pause.
in a hidden ending that I will show
I'm
you.
left-handed too.
Really?
I was so mad when Link was switched to right-handed for the fucking Switch version of Twilight Princess.
I didn't know.
Flipped the whole game.
I didn't know Chrono was left-handed. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's in. You can see it in the cutscenes.
And I
It's
would
the
watch
way
goddamn cutscenes.
Yeah, because he's got his left hand on top.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn. And you know, the only fucking Zelda game I played was Breath of the Wild. But I've heard people complain about him being right-handed. You know, I never got the complaints, you know, but yeah. I
It's
guess
because he originally was always a lefty, and I don't know. It just it felt dishonest to change it. I guess
right, fair, you know, I guess
it's not like left-handedness is a troubled minority, but it's cool to be left-handed and still see that shit. You know, everyone likes to see something about themselves somewhere else.
right?
Link was a cool hero. My first Zelda game was A Link to the Past. I got introduced on the good shit.
Oh yeah. You know, I hear many people talk about Link to the Past. I've had it on Super Nintendo when I was a kid, but I could never get past the rainy stage because I was a kid. You know, kids don't know what the fuck they're doing, especially me. You know,
I don't remember how old I was, but I know I made it.
I was like 5 or 6. You know, my mom thought it'd be a good game for me to try to learn. I could barely even fucking read, and I had to play an entire goddamn game that required me to solve complex puzzles just to get to the next goddamn area. Are you fucking shitting me?
Ocarina of Time left a fucking imprint, man.
Ocarina of Time was go.
That game was dark. It
Like,
scared the shit out of me.
that, I think, now, Link to the Past was a good game, but I think Ocarina of Time put Zelda on the map as a contender.
Well, the thing is that the first Zelda is what kicked everything off. It was already that fucking good. It was so good that the second one could be that fucking weird, and they still kicked off. Because Link to the Past was amazing. Then I got to Ocarina of Time. Then I got to Twilight Princess. Like, Zelda was nothing but good for 3 generations for me.
Right. And it was still, I mean, Wind Waker disappointed everybody because expectations. Expectations.
A lot of people are looking back with brighter eyes. The game aged better than all of its peers.
I mean, yeah, if we go back now, we say it's a good game. But, I mean, if you look at it, at the time frame, yeah,
it did get canned pretty hard.
Yeah. Because the advertisement they showed originally depicted a far darker fucking...
Right, that Nintendo World, it looked like an upgrade. It looked like how Ganondorf and Link looked in Smash, and... Oh, man.
People wanted to see that, and then we got cartoon. And people were like, the fuck you mean we're getting a goddamn cartoon for a video game? We wanted the Smash shit. But no, we got a cartoon instead. Anyway, I digress.
3, 2, 1, go.
Later. Chrono's name is a reference to Kronos.
We're terrible.
Not Cronus, the youngest of the Titans in Greek mythology, but Cronus, the personification of time in pre-Socratic philosophy. So we open with Chrono oversleeping and his mum opening the curtains to a glorious sunny day. It's the year 1000 AD, and the joyful ringing of Lean's bell can be heard, and they're celebrating with the Millennial Fair. Gameplay is top-down with 8 movement called A to run, and in a lovely bit of attention to detail, you can just shut the curtains again. In fact, attention to small details like this is something we'll see Chrono Trigger do a lot.
I fucking love that type of shit.
His inventor friend Luca is at the fair, and so we leave the house and set off. And this puts us in the overworld. Now, unlike most RPGs, you cannot get into random encounters or battles while in the overworld. This is strictly for travel. Chrono Trigger's approach to combat is actually somewhat novel in the RPG sense, as you never have to grind. The entire journey is perfectly paced that you will always be the right level for whatever challenge the story naturally takes you to. The world map is somewhat...
I think it was that turned me off of so many other JRPGs, was that the pacing made you...
Yeah, this is like... Wasn't this like the first JRPG that didn't have random encounters? I don't know, I was trying to listen
No, actually, I watched some Digito Gaming shit that talked about that crap. That kind of goes way back to the NES. I don't remember which one. But there's always obscure shit, man. Listen to people talk about like Japan-only games, and sometimes even a few UK-only games. Or PAL region.
Yeah, PAL region.
Shit gets obscure.
I know, right? But the point I wanted to bring across was the whole random encounter thing. Now, mind you, before playing this, I'd, previously playing games like... I played Final Fantasy X before I played this game. That's how old I was when I first played it. I was like 14, 15. But, this is like the first JRPG game I played in this style that didn't have random encounters, which was pretty fucking awesome because I hated fucking random encounters too. What I hated was the fact you couldn't see the enemy, not the fact that you randomly encountered the enemy. It's the fact you couldn't see it and,
well, there were
adapt and improvise.
There were lots of places where there were unavoidable battles and ambushes.
Right.
But they didn't just kind of... I don't know, it wasn't like a fucking random encounter. It wasn't like walking through the tall grass,
It wasn't RNGesus fucking you in the ass.
Yeah, you could see where these were.
Surprise! It's Omega fucking Weapon on an island way the fuck out, in the middle of nowhere that has nothing, no fucking... It's mundane. It's mundane as fuck. Yeah, it's mundane as fuck. In Final Fantasy
VII, all I could think of is how fucking tedious it is to watch those summons that you have to do to beat all the late stage bosses.
Oh goddamn, yeah. But in Final Fantasy V, there's like a chain of little small islands out there, and none of them were fucking special. There was no special markers on them. They were all fucking mundane looking. And then you go to like the third little island off that chain, and you start walking around trying to train, and then boom, fucking Omega Weapon pops out of nowhere.
I think maybe shit like that is why I appreciated just being able to identify the islands visually in Wind Waker.
Well, not only that, but that's also why I hate random encounters. Because you encounter, boom, surprise, it's an enemy that's going to proceed to butt-fuck you. Oh, and guess what? I haven't saved for 2 hours, so guess who's gonna be doing all that shit again? Fuck!
Can't escape.
Yeah. Precisely. Can't fucking escape. God damn it, my life.
Yeah. These days, all the video games didn't have autosave back in the day.
Yeah,
you
know.
had to find a save point.
Yeah, and you cried when you had that random encounter because you knew what the fuck was gonna happen and all that. I have put video games down for years behind some random encounters.
Word.
Years. Fucking you're like, yeah, I'm gonna take this out, set it to the side, let it collect all the fucking dust it needs, and then I'm just gonna not think about it before I smash my goddamn system my mom bought me, cough cough, and I'm just gonna play a different game before I let my anger issues over.
I legally own all of these games.
Right?
Every game that I play on an emulator, I legally own.
Yeah. I fucking, oh god. Anyway.
Mind your business.
3, 2, 1, go.
Open and doesn't stop you exploring around. You've got Xenon Bridge to the south. You can either cross it in the overworld or interact with it to enter it as a location and explore around. And you can talk to every NPC, and they've always got short but useful hints about where you should be heading. There's even the Royal Forest to the north, full of enemies, and even though you're not meant to be here yet, the game won't stop you going here. There's a great deal of early game freedom. While on the world map, you can press select to bring up an overview map, which shows there are a lot of disconnected continents that we'll reach later.
Everywhere.
And there's already some lovely colour palette design going on. Houses you can interact with are green and ones you cannot are blue. This is just a small touch, but it helps.
I never knew that. Are you fucking shitting me?
The greater world at 1000 AD?
No. That the houses you can interact are green and the ones you can't are blue. I didn't know that.
I swear I knew that upon a time.
I never knew that. I never knew that was a fucking thing.
No shit.
Holy shit. Things you know. Things you learn. 3, 2,
1, go.
Helps the player navigate. We head north to the Millennial Fair and talk to everyone, and this is essentially your safe
Beautiful
training zone.
details.
You can see the central feature of Lean's bell hanging proudly, so I walk around and then browse the menus in-game, and they're super simple with surprisingly deep customization options, including changing the background color or tech display speed while in battle. Nothing groundbreaking, just a perfectly fine system. We play some of the fair games, and this bored kid says, so what if we won a war against a wizard hundreds of years ago? And this is something I really like. The history of the world is given to you through NPCs just commenting on how they feel about the current situation, and it feels natural.
Pause.
As we're exploring, we bump into...
And that's where you go back in time, too.
Yeah. I am gay.
It's all fucking...
I am gay, but as a kid...
Thanks, Dash.
Yeah, as a kid, I always thought Lean was really hot. Like, I don't know what it is, but I always thought she was hot.
Who? The Queen?
Lean.
Who?
The blonde-head chick. Lean.
Marl.
What?
Her name's Marl.
Oh, well, I just thought he said it was Lean. But, well, yeah. Anyway.
Oh, that's the name of the Queen.
Oh, fuck. God damn it. Chat, I'm stupid. Anyway,
I think the princess's real name is Nadia.
The point in case is I thought she was hot.
Well, you and everybody else, my dude.
I also thought Chrono was hot, too.
You and everybody else, my dude. Let's get real.
I mean, yeah.
I thought Frog was hot.
Oh, well, we closet furry.
No, it wasn't about being a frog, man. It's just something about the guy.
Yeah.
Something about the guy is that chivalry, man. Just
yeah. The whole chivalry thing.
Yeah,
we were really
like
big into that kick when we were fucking kids, man. The whole chivalry
I didn't
thing.
know I was into dudes at the time.
Right. Yeah, man. Our fucking...
Well, I digress.
Yeah, our fucking closet cases as kids and our awakenings. Jesus
I love
fucking Christ.
This is the worst commentary.
Hey man, it is commentary, and Josh
That's
Strife-Hayes, I
transformative.
just want to say, yeah, it is. Josh Strife-Hayes, I just want to say, if you ever see this video, I fucking love your content, and I love reacting to it. Thank you very much. Please don't fucking hit me with the copyright strike. Because I love you, dog.
This is transformative. This is allowed.
Yeah.
We keep pausing it to make it less interesting.
Yeah, right? Fuck. We're like, what, 8 minutes into the video? We've already got, like, what, 30 minutes of commentary on this shit? Oh my god, I'm becoming Asmongold. Shit!
You're such an ass.
Fuck!
Never meet your idols, kids.
Yeah, right? You become
Anyway,
like them. 3, 2, 1,
go.
This running girl, and as we do, she drops something, and what you do in this moment will matter. So let's just talk about this design. When you bump into the girl, she drops an object, and this draws your attention. Your eyes will go here, and as a player, you'll think, oh, that's different. And Chrono Trigger does this a lot. Whenever your attention is drawn to something graphical or mechanical, even if only for a moment, that thing matters and will be relevant later. And it's often very subtle. You might not even realize that it caught your attention until it gets brought up later and you distinctly remember it. So being a good person, I grab the pendant and give it back to her, and she introduces herself as Marl and asks to join us exploring the fair.
Well,
and we don't
fuck my
know
life.
anything about her, but this NPC
fuck
tells us
you,
the king
Dash.
is rather upset that his tomboy
You
daughter
fucking
keeps
idiot.
running off, and then adds in, he'd like to see how wild she really is. And while the game is rated kids to adults, there are some risque comments sprinkled throughout. While in a
Well, it's
party, your
Japanese
companions will trail behind you, but they're purely visual and
drink.
won't block you from moving. Now, while at the fair,
And
you've
he's
got a
like
few
17.
distractions. This
Yeah.
young girl
Pause.
has lost her cat, so we find the
He's like 17, right?
Yeah. The ESRB rating system was very subjective back in the day, chat. Like, yeah,
Look,
it
man.
said teen, but I'm gonna tell you what, Final Fantasy VII said teen, and Barrett was cussing up a fucking storm. I even...
And that guy who needs his coffee in Pokemon Red and Blue in the original, he was hung the fuck over. That's why he needed his coffee.
Right, yeah. But, they weren't so strict on it like they are nowadays. Shit back then, if they were made nowadays, would have got a hell of a lot different rating. Let me tell you.
We could say that all fucking night. You can't do that anymore. Shut the fuck up.
Right. Dude, I played the Final Fantasy VII remake, and some dude called me a punk-ass bitch, and I was like, bro, you're behind that counter. Come out here and say that shit. Come out here and say that shit. But I digress. Anyway, I'm just saying the ESRB rating system.
They really
Different
make you
thing back
want to
then.
kill the dung eater.
Yeah. But, anyway, let's continue.
3, 2, 1, go.
cat and lead it back to her. Important mechanical note, unlike your
Kitty.
companions, NPCs will block you from moving. And this is the very first flaw I spot. If you stand still, sometimes an NPC will walk onto you, and when this happens, you will be stuck and unable to move until they walk off you. We join in
Oh
this
god, that
drink
was
guzzling
fucking
contest, just
annoying.
mash A to drink a lot and I lose, and then we learn about a
don't
war
remember.
against an evil magician called
Drinking
Magus
contest.
400 years ago, and then I eat this lunch I find lying on a table. In the corner of the fair, you can take on
Steal a man's
Gatto,
lunch.
a singing robot and combat tutorial. He has metal joints, and if we beat him up, we can earn 15
I just
silver
like his
points.
song.
Now, I'll
His
dive into
tune is
combat
really
a bit
kick-ass.
later on, but as an overview, combat doesn't enter an instanced area or graphically unique environment like Final Fantasy VII. Instead, it happens directly within the game on the screen you currently are. With the fair
Pause.
explored, Marl demands some candy.
I think that was the best part for me, was that the battles would happen in wherever the fuck you were. So it'd take you to some magical field with trees around it.
Right? Yeah, that shit was very fucking
Your
different for
positioning
me.
matters in this game, and that's cool.
Yeah, and I wanted games to be more like that, because positioning did matter, and how you
So
how you
need these.
encountered
Good
the
shit.
battle, gave you a lot of fucking leeway on how you were gonna fight. It allowed for strategic encountering.
I don't need to get to the end of this video to know that it was good.
Yeah. you know.
Nostalgia goggles ain't blurring this game.
Right? No, we're not drunk on nostalgia here.
Yeah.
But
We know what games we liked that were bad too, and we still like them. This
Yeah.
one wasn't bad.
LJN fucking wrestling games. I'm looking
Right?
at you.
Shit. Look, man,
Yeah.
sometimes it's only nostalgia.
Right. Yeah, but no, this video is going through and looking for the flaws, so we're gonna see what
They
he
exist.
finds. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Because she is a demanding kind of girl, used to getting her own way, and we finally meet inventor Luca and her dad Tobin, and they've created the main attraction of the fair, a teleporting
She's fun.
machine. So we give it a
I
go.
love
Standing on the
Luca.
left plate, we are teleported over to the right, and Luca is super relieved that it works. Now, wanting to join in the fun, Marl asks for a turn. However, during the teleportation process, Marl's pendant begins to interfere with it, some sort of rift is opened, and Marl is thrown through. Tabin panics, and Luca is calm and collected, and this matters because it's an early sign of how memorable and focused the character personalities are. Chrono Trigger has a party size of 3, with 7 total playable characters, and each character has a very specific upbringing, desire, and most importantly,
Chrono Cross would later come out, and they had 40 different playable characters.
45.
45. Thank you, PT, for the correction. PT is a master of the game. He introduced me to it, and I do love it. I've never completed the game, mind you. I got my fucking save file deleted because I was playing it on fucking emulator. But from what everything I have played, I truly love the game in and of itself.
If I could rant for but a moment about it, Chrono Cross is not the best game of all time. Not even close. Chrono Trigger is a much better game. But Chrono Cross was introduced at a time where I was its target audience, and its presentation was something that was so cohesive and genuine and unique to me, from its music to every visual that occurred within it. I fell in love with it. I got so lost and immersed in this world as a kid that it may or may not have permanently affected the kind of person I am to this day.
Damn. Yeah. He was that
The reason
deep
it
into
also
it.
ends up at like number 1 at so many top 10 greatest video game soundtracks of all time, the music tied the world together everywhere you went. So no matter how
Oh god, that fucking
strange or crazy it gets, like when you're fucking around in Chronopolis during the time freeze when it was fucking destroyed, and you're fighting through the ruins of a dead future civilization frozen in time,
right.
and you still feel like you're in the same world for when you were on that cozy little coast with the weird little lizards with their colorful little scales that you're collecting for your silly little girlfriend.
Right? And that boss music from that fisherman you had to fight, midway through the game.
When the story got real, he started to figure out what Surge's origins actually were and what happened to his father and why Miguel was stuck where he was, and that depressing ass song doesn't stop when the fight starts.
No, and you're going through that entire goddamn fight with that depressing ass song, and
Right.
it's actually a good fucking song,
You get tears in your eyes while you're scrolling through your whack ass elements.
Yeah, so much so I enjoyed it, and I have like a really selective taste in music. We both
He
do,
likes
honestly.
Dark Souls boss music.
Yeah,
Who
and
can blame him?
he likes Banjo-Kazooie music.
That's when I'm
know.
playing Smash, alright, but Grant Kirkhope is a genius, bite me.
Yeah, he'll play Banjo-Kazooie shit. I'll play Sephiroth's theme. Fuck you.
Hey, I should like to get the battle theme for Final Fantasy VII. It's very high energy.
Yeah. But
And a
once,
weird time signature.
yeah, but once again, chat, we're digressing.
Very hard. Sorry.
3, 2, 1.
flaw. And it's these flaws
Oh
which
wait,
make
hold on.
them memorable,
Pause
perfect
again.
character.
What
You suck.
timestamp are you on?
Let's see. You're on 11:05. I'm on 11. So give me 5 seconds. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Are dull, but flawed characters are relatable. And what Chrono Trigger does exceptionally well is allow the characters to maintain personal goals while being part of the team, and lets you as a player understand their goals and then understand where their flaws come from in relation to their goals. Marl, the girl we met in the market, is energetic, arrogant and self-assured, but she's also far too demanding and often naive. Luca is an inventor and she understands machines and systems, but she struggles to connect with people or emotions. And as
She's
we meet the
autistic.
rest of the cast, you'll
Pause.
see a flaw in everyone.
It was the
Are you gonna call Luca
sweatpants. It was the sweatpants. That's what did it.
Do you like Shantae?
What's Shantae? Oh, who is Shantae? Is it the...
It's the genie with the red pants and the purple hair who uses her hair as a whip and does magic, and she's in a series of platformers with caricaturesque large titties.
Never heard of her. But
Started on the Game Boy Color.
oh shit! No, I never heard of her. But I think what I was saying is it was the sweatpants. Like, you know, maybe sweatpants is a thing. You know, like sundresses is for some people. You know,
Dude,
sweatpants.
sundresses for me, dude. Seriously. Oh my god.
Sweatpants are like my thing. You know.
I don't know what it is about sundresses, but
Yeah.
they get me going.
Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to make a small note of that, you know, as to why I was attracted to her as a kid. But anyway, 3, 2, 1, go.
And it's the character journey in spite of the flaws which is engaging to watch. As we meet more characters, we'll discuss their flaws, their desires, and their story arcs. That is, every character except Chrono. Chrono has no flaws because Chrono has no backstory and no defined future. Chrono has no opinions because he has no dialogue. Unlike, say, Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII, who has a defined backstory, a specific personality all of his own, and a reason to want to change the world the game is set in, Chrono actually exists solely as a self-insert for the player. Chrono Trigger is the story of everyone else.
Then
Chrono
why do you have
himself
red
and by
hair?
extension you are simply along for the ride,
Because it
because you
matches
as a
the
player
aesthetic.
feel the
Look at it.
desire to help the other characters to be the good guy. Chrono is simply a conduit for you to interact with the other characters as they interact with the world and their place in it. After the portal incident, Luca is sure that she recognizes Marl, but not sure where from, and while she's thinking, we grab the pendant and demand Luca activate the machine again. Wherever Marl is, we'll recreate the portal incident and go
we're
and
gonna go
rescue her.
straight
So the
to
machine
hell,
on,
like,
portal open,
Right.
we're treated to these
Style.
trippy visuals as we are thrown
And the
through
ninth
time
layer
and
of
space
it.
before arriving in a forest.
Oh,
being
shit,
attacked by
okay.
monsters.
Just the
So let's
Doom
talk about the
version of
combat.
it.
Chrono Trigger's combat takes place on the same map. There are no random encounters. You'll often see the enemy sprites just hanging out, and when you bump into them, the fight begins. Sometimes the enemies will be hiding off screen and jump in when you trigger them, but this still isn't random because you can often predict where encounters will start by the big open spaces, or if you've played before, the encounter is always in the same space. When a fight starts, your party will run to preset positions and remain there. The enemies, however, can move around. During combat, these 3 bars count down to where characters go, much like the active time battle system in the Final
remember
Fantasy
this
games. And the
very
enemy have
well.
the same countdown, but you
Yeah.
can't see those bars. When it's your go, you can choose a basic attack, a technical ability, or use an item. But
There's
remember
double
that
and
choice at
triple
the start.
text.
Oh,
Active
pause.
battle or
Like-
wait.
Double and triple text was god to your shit to me.
Yeah. Wasn't this the first game that introduced team mechanics like that?
I don't know, but it was definitely early on.
Yeah.
I do know that every 3 characters had a unique triple tech.
Yeah, and I really like that, you know, the fact that, you know, you could do different, because each character had an element to them too, didn't they?
Mhm.
You know, light,
That's the
dark,
most
fire, wind,
disappointing
water,
thing
earth.
about Chrono Cross is how few team techs there are. The ones that exist are cool, but it's too
I
few.
just liked the fucking idea of combining fucking elements to get different fucking results, and the fact that you had so many to choose from. That's what
set
made
the
this
spot
game
on fire
interesting.
and do a
to me.
fire cyclone. Yeah, you can always try to find that, just get enough points for that next tech. See what the next dual tech is, what cool
Right.
shit you're gonna bash the fuck out of your enemies with. It was always something cool around the corner. But I digress.
Precisely. 3, 2, 1, go.
Surely that means when your move timer is full, the game will wait for you to make a choice. Well, not quite. If you select Wait mode, the game will only freeze the enemy timer and stop them moving when you are in the technical menu or the item menu. If you're not in either of these 2 menus, the game actually continues as normal. And at first, this seems counterintuitive to what wait mode should be, but it's actually needed because of how double and triple technical abilities work. Your basic attack just hits the enemy with your weapon, and you can hit any enemy anywhere on the screen, even if you have a melee weapon. There are no
Explain that a
environmental
little weird.
obstructions. But it's the technical menu where the game really shines. The tech menu also contains magic, but for now we'll focus on tech skills. A tech attack uses up a certain amount of MP or mana and always offers both more damage and more utility than your basic attack. Let's take Chrono's first technical attack, Cyclone. When you select it, you'll now select an enemy, and the enemy you're selecting is shown by the solid finger icon, but you'll notice there are other flashing finger icons on other enemies. This is because Cyclone doesn't just hit one enemy, it hits in a circular area centered on an enemy of your choice. And those flashing icons are showing what falls within the circle if you target a specific enemy as the center. Technical attacks can be single target, or a circle centered on a specific enemy, sometimes a circle centered on the character, a horizontal line across the screen, a straight line from your character outwards, or every enemy on the screen. And this is where the enemy's moving matters. If you're in battle and your timer is ready, you don't need to perform an attack or a technical ability instantly. Sometimes it's tactical to wait and see if the enemy sprites all move into a better position, so then a technical can hit more of them. This is why, even on wait mode, the game only waits when you're in the tech or item menu. But the true brilliance of Chrono Trigger's combat system lies in how you can combine technicals from multiple characters into double or triple attacks. For example, Chrono has Cyclone, a damaging circular spin, and Marl knows Aura, a single target heal. But if you wait for both character time bars to fill up and be ready, the tech menu of either of those characters will now have a double tech section containing Aura Whirl, which combines their turns and techs into a party-wide heal. Using a double...
it was real intuitive, too. You could just kind of go in and figure it out.
Right. I also wanted to bring up the fact that I think this is a late game boss. I'm not quite sure.
That thing, yeah.
Yeah, but notice how their HP isn't like na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, it's more, grounded.
It wasn't like HP bloat?
Yeah. And there wasn't a lot of bloat in this game. If you got hit
I remember
for
all those fucking nines in other games, and it felt gratuitous,
Yeah, in this game, you got hit for 50 fucking damage, your ass just got kicked in the fucking balls, and you needed a mage. They
pick you up and throw you into one of your teammates, and it's like, some of these fights are serious, but it was engaging. It was fun. It didn't feel unfair.
Right. I also, I knew the enemies moved around and shit, but I didn't know they moved so drastically that you could line up moves and kill shots and shit like that.
Yeah, there were so many fights where we waited for the right fucking timing.
Yeah, I wasn't really aware of that, So, shit. This guy's real great about, teaching you shit you didn't know about the game.
He's definitely paying attention to it. But me and my brother were competitive, trying to, on separate files, beat the game first,
Right.
Signed everything before the other one did. Like, check this out.
Right, yeah. The thing about Josh Strife Hayes, we're given more of an emotional viewpoint that pertains to us while we react to this, but he is more of a, facts-only type guy.
Yeah, he's being very critical.
Right, and my goal was to go through this and just, give it how it affected us during the time.
You stack it up against the nostalgia that we have for it, what we remember.
Yeah, pretty much,
Because I've been wanting to play Chrono Cross again anyway. Like, I brought this up, I think.
Yeah, you did. And when you actually start your streaming channel, I think that'd be a good game for you to go forth and stream, because it's very much your type of thing.
I'll only have you guys for the Stardew one.
But yeah, anyway, once again, just wanted to input. But let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Tech counts as both characters' turns and will take MP from both characters equal to whatever base tech they are using for the combination. And late in the game, with specific party builds, you unlock triple techs which do the most damage by a substantial margin.
I fucking
Magic,
miss
which is
game
something you
manuals,
unlock
dude.
later, is also found within the tech menu and counts as a tech attack, but usually contains added elemental damage, which each enemy in the game is either weak to, taking double damage, indifferent to, or resistant to, and heals from. Magic itself is extremely simple, and each elemental attack comes in just two versions, 1 and 2, Lightning 1 and Lightning 2, Ice 1 and Ice 2. Version 1 of any magic is single target, and version 2 is always multi-target, and you unlock version 2 at higher levels. This is nothing complicated. Now, each character within Chrono Trigger is attuned to a single magical element, and each element has utility in specific battles. We'll see this later. When you finish a battle, you gain both experience, which increases your overall level, and tech points. These points are added up to unlocking the next technical attack or magic spell, and you can see your next tech and how many points you are from it in the tech menu of any character. Combining both tech and magic under the blanket term tech.
That's what I like about this guy. He's like straight to the fucking point. He's like, yeah, well, this is how it is.
Remember that Robo does not have magic, but his special abilities deal dark damage.
Yeah. Nice.
But he's not alive, so he can't have magic. But you know what? He had a soul to me.
Yeah, Trey, in this game, when you fucking got hit for a chunk of change, you fucking felt it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you fucking felt that shit. Like, in Final Fantasy, if you got hit for, like, 8,000 damage, it really didn't fucking feel that bad. You could just be like, okay, yeah, I can tank that shit. But in this game, you get hit for, like, 100 points of damage, you might die. You might literally fucking die. Huh.
Legend of Dragoon was awesome, but I also remember just doing a lot of res cheese on Dart so he can kill everything too.
Right, yeah. Hey, hold up for a second, chat. I have to take a momentary bathroom break, maybe get another glass of tea, and I shall be back.
I'll do the same.
Alright, cool.
Everyone, intermission.
Acquiring another glass of tea, chat. Be with you momentarily.
I am returned. I don't see Dash's big head yet.
PT, we back?
I am also hydrated.
Nice, nice. Okay, there's my vape. Get to go
Let's
pet.
see. You're at 1702. Being a puff. Alright, are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Heck, each individual character will learn 8 individual technical attacks, and of the 7 playable characters, 6 of them have double techs which combine with each other. The 7th is a solo-focused character who's not really a team player. Those 6 characters have 3 double techs with every other character, for a total of 45 double techs in the game, and then there are 10 possible triple techs while Chrono is in the party, and 5 triple techs when he's not. Because while Chrono is the player's self-insert, he's not actually the protagonist of the story. This is a substantial...
This is also one of the first JRPGs that allowed you to switch the main character out, wasn't it? Or
yeah,
like,
because he dies in the middle of the story. It's
Oh,
the wildest fucking
I may
thing.
have said first. What I meant to say was
Spoiler
maybe
alert.
one of the few, video games that allowed you to
Definitely.
actually switch out the main character with another character, even though the story kind of made him like the central
Well,
figure.
The story resurrects him too, but after that point, you can have him out of the party whenever you want anyway. He never
Right.
has to be back in the party when he comes back. And yeah, that was cool as shit. But I always liked him because lightning's cool, and he was the only one who had it.
Right. But
And he had samurai swords, and that was cool. And I was a kid. What do you want from me?
fair enough. I just like the idea that you could switch him out and use
Yeah.
another character in his
Because-
place.
Because making Magus and Frog work together was always a
Yeah.
thing for me.
Even now, then, not many games allow you to switch out, the main character.
No,
Or a
they
secondary-
love their main characters so much. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Like in Final Fantasy. Ooh.
Legend of Dragoon was very fucking linear with its story, but it was a good story.
Final Fantasy X allowed you to switch out the main character, as well as Final Fantasy VII, I believe. You could switch out Cloud.
Good.
Huh?
I believe it, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
He's always present in the story, right?
Yeah, he's no. Well, there's a time. When
Oh,
there's
he
a
falls in
time.
a hole. I
Yeah.
do not remember the fucking story, bro.
Yeah. No. Holy fuck. We need to go back and react to that goddamn
Dude,
story.
No, it wasn't that fucking good.
It wasn't that bad, but it was
Okay,
still,
no. I don't like it that fucking much.
Fair enough. But
I
I'm
used to. It didn't age as well as this one did.
I mean, it is edgy, and we were kids, and that thing.
Yep. Chrono Cross aged better too. It's got a lot of personality. It's very beautiful.
But I do have to say, as far as the Square Soft stories go, we're not talking about Square Enix kids. We're talking about Squaresoft.
Yeah,
For the merger. Their stories were a hell of a lot better back then than now. I mean, Squaresoft, you got Final Fantasy X. Square Enix, you got Final Fantasy 12, 13, 15, the disaster.
But
that
we
is such.
digress.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 14 being the only savior of the modern Final Fantasy so far. That's a hot take, but fuck you. Anyway, 3, 2, 1, go.
Amount of tech attacks, giving a huge amount of variety while also being a realistic amount that a player could legitimately experience. It's not overwhelming. This double and triple tech system doesn't just apply to the player either, enemies can use it too, and often bosses or group battles will see you on the receiving end of powerful double or triple attacks,
It was
meaning
bullshit,
taking
but it was
out
cool.
key enemies in the fight isn't about killing the healer, it's often about removing the linchpin of a technical ability. The tech system also means you don't want to take your 3 individual strongest characters, you want to take a team with utility, and often the whole ends up greater
Those
than the
three
sum of its
fucked.
parts. Indeed,
Oh,
taking
yeah.
the
Ozzy
character
slash
with no
Flea.
dual text
Pause.
despite
You did say pause, right?
No, I said Aussie slash and Flea.
Oh,
Those
shit,
are those
yeah.
guys that
God damn.
Oh,
But
there's
yeah,
a secret
enemies
character
using...
post-game in Chrono Cross, and then Sprig could turn into him.
Oh, nice.
And one of them's involved in a freaking triple tech, and it's so dumb.
Yeah, but the fact that enemies could use the same shit against you,
Oh yeah, this is
was
a cool
pretty
ass fight.
fucked.
You guys are cool. I like
Yeah.
them. They're weird. They're my kind of weird,
Uh,
especially Flea.
Right. But
Goddamn.
yeah, I just wanted to pause to comment that was actually pretty cool. And not a lot of the enemies in this game felt cheap, I don't think. That's another
No.
thing. Like if
No,
you
we
got
didn't
your
have that
ass,
shit.
yeah, if you got your ass beat, it was a legitimate ass beating.
It's
Unlike
probably because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
right, unlike some of the other games, they come up with where it's like, okay, here's a one-hit
Right
KO,
now,
fuck you, go
How'd
on
you
about your
win in
business.
Pokemon? Catch
Yeah.
6 Magikarp, go win.
Right.
That's all it takes.
But
Honestly.
huh?
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Despite their individual strength, is often a hindrance to your overall party's power. Some enemies in battle have retaliation mechanics. They will instantly hit you back out of sequence as soon as they are damaged. And later in the game, you can get an accessory that lets you do the same. And this means some enemies you are discouraged from attacking until you can kill them in one hit. Or you're cautious about using multi-target attacks because it's very easy to accidentally chain yourself into taking multiple retaliation damage attacks and not getting a chance to heal in between. I've always said that depth is better than complexity. Anyone can make something complicated, just add way too many variables and overwhelm the player, but it takes a lot of...
Any enemy that has a fucking retaliation attack, or a counter, as they call it, can go fuck themselves.
Well, that was the whole point, though, man. It just depth of strategy is good shit.
Yeah, it just, stun lock you into bullshit. Fucking god damn it, I have PTSD from this shit, chat. I have what we call gamers PTSD.
I just have gamer's thumb. That's why I can't beat Mega Man anymore.
Yeah. Shit. But fuck. Goddamn counterattacks. Hate them. And I hate it when bosses have fucking counterattacks. It's like, oh, you hit a boss and then he counter Cthulhu's you to death. Fuck all that shit. I'm out. We can just not beat the game.
Sucks.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Skill to create something simple and understandable with depth. And all this means combat encounters in Chrono Trigger are closer to puzzles than battles, with regular enemies being solved by just attacking
you see
and
that
not
shit?
wasting
He
your input,
countered
and
attack with
elites
magic.
and bosses needing a more refined tactical approach of specific techs. Finding a team you like in Chrono Trigger is all about finding the double and triple techs that you feel comfortable with. It's about choice and preference, and it's this choice that ties into one of the game's greatest strengths. It's pacing. You can beat the game with almost any party without a guide. Now, certain bosses will of course encourage you to use certain strategies, and you're always rewarded for having a healer, but you don't need a wiki open to beat this game. And perhaps the greatest difference between Chrono Trigger and almost any other RPG is how you don't need to grind in Chrono Trigger at all. If you just follow the main storyline and every fight that you will naturally trigger as you follow it, you'll be perfectly leveled for every boss as you encounter.
Good game design.
Yeah, that too. The leveling up, you didn't have to fucking... I mean, chat, he said it himself, so yeah, I'm not gonna fucking beat that dead horse, but I love the fact that you didn't have to grind, and that you could just level naturally with the game, because there's a Final Fantasy VI. There is a part to the game where you get midway and you have to fight a boss on a ship. It's right before Kefka destroys the entire fucking world because he's a goddamn clown. There's a boss there. I can't remember the name of it. It was like Behemoth, the modern take on Behemoth, but
whatever.
It was a giant ass cat creature. But
Cthulhupas?
Huh?
There was one called Cthulhupas that I definitely did not pronounce correctly when I was a kid.
Yeah, but the thing is the entire time playing this game, leveling naturally with the story, you could beat any and almost every boss with relative ease. And this is Final Fantasy VI to keep on, this is Final Fantasy VI to keep on point. And then you got to that...
so hard as hell.
Yeah, then you got to that one point in the story, and it almost felt like you needed to grind to beat that boss. But by the time you got to that boss, no, like, I did change my strat. I tried a bunch of strats. The simple fact was that I was severely underleveled by the time I got to that boss. And several other Final Fantasy games went along and did the same goddamn shit. Like,
yeah, 7 did that too.
Yeah, 10 did it as well. Maester Seymour's third form can go righteously fuck itself.
Glad I don't remember that shit.
Yeah, I don't think you played Final Fantasy X. No, you were disgusted with Final Fantasy games at that point. It was a really good game, but I have fucking super traumatic memories from that game. That's one of those games I had to put down for years each time I came back and played it, and I played it like 3 or 4 different times, you know. But the point is, you know, there are points and times.
Fucking stupid, man. Was that the one with Titus in it?
Yes.
Fuck that game. I tried to play it. I tried. That game is fucking terrible.
I just wanted
Those characters are terrible.
I just wanted you to feel the same suffering I felt as a kid going through that game. But the point is some bosses required you to grind before you met them. Otherwise, you were not.
I did not get very far. I was some underwater ship, and I was just fucking done. I was so bored.
Yeah, and if you didn't grind before you met that boss, you were not going to beat it. Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VI. I could go on and on and on
somebody
about
fucking
this
tells
shit.
me, but you stopped right before the best part. Fuck you.
Yeah, he makes a separate video on that talking about, you know, if I don't enjoy the game 1 hour in, then why am I going to enjoy it 100 hours in? To everybody who says, you know, you don't enjoy it until you're 100 hours, or the game doesn't get good until you're 100 hours in, well...
This isn't Civ. What the fuck do you think this is?
Right. And this is on one of his MMO videos. You know, he constantly, you know, is like...
I ain't the authority, man. It's just RuneScape for me.
Yeah.
Let's get on with this.
Yes. 3, 2, 1.
To them. Chrono Trigger's pacing plays more like a pure story game. In fact, in the
You're
20
such a
hours it took me
blowhard.
to beat the game, only about 20 minutes was spent grinding, and that was just to gain money to afford copies of a special armor which would make a secret boss easier. You can also run away from non-boss fights by holding both shoulder buttons, but I never had to use this feature at all. The pacing is just so smooth. The early to mid-game combat is all about damage and healing, and the late game pushes into status effects like sleep, poison, confusion, or chaos.
Pause.
And passing these
He just brought up a very good point. PT,
Nah.
how many times have you used status effects in this game and they actually fucking mattered?
Oh, yeah. I think I remember having a whole ass rant about never making a difference in so many JRPGs.
Yeah,
And this one doesn't suck.
that's why I paused it, because you have a whole ass rant about that, and I want you to begin said rant right now.
Oh, co-opt it? Well, that's
Yeah.
the long and the short of it, though. It's complete bullshit. Like, why are there so many different status effects that work on your party but don't work on bosses? Why do you get to fucking use them and so many of them... And don't ask me for fucking examples, all right? I don't remember.
Well,
That
I
was a long ass
do.
time ago.
Okay, take it for example. Let's go back to Maester Seymour's third form. Alright, so let's see. The only status effect that worked on him, I remember, was bio. And that was by complete random fucking chance discovery, because every other goddamn boss before, you know, okay, I digress. Final Fantasy X was actually a horrible example of this, because there was a lot of fucking bosses that status effects did work on. But, like,
No.
Final Fantasy VII and 9 and so many others, you
I think
know.
the takeaway for me was that the way Pokemon did it, everyone has the same fucking Pokemon you got. You know, the gym leader's got something you don't know, you can't get to yet, but it's still the same freaking Pokemon.
Right.
So, Toxic's gonna work unless it's a Steel type, and that goes both ways.
Right.
You have the same Pokemon they do. I just wish they were harder, damn it.
Yeah, but the thing is in, like, you know,
Don't tell me to fucking play Kaizo.
Final Fantasy VII, every boss was immune to all your status effects that you could throw
that
at it.
one, and I think 9 pissed me off with that too.
Yeah, what's the point of having them if you can't use them against bosses and have an actual strategic fight? No, it's just do as much damage to them, or, you know, do more damage to them before they can do more damage to you and kill you with it.
Right, but there were bosses you could sleep or KO in this, and then you could fucking get time to heal yourself.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about, like, Monster Hunter, you know, or, to some effect, Dark Souls and shit like that. Status effects matter. You could actually bleed the fucking boss. You could
Unless you've been
poison-
running a bleed build all the way through Elden Ring and you get to Radagon and Radagon's immune to bleed, fuck you. That
But
cheese you've been beating every boss with through the whole game, not gonna work here.
yeah, no. The cheese strat that I used in Elden Ring was Scarlet Rot. Scarlet Rot on a boss, fucking Radon, Scarlet Rot that bastard to death. I haven't used it because I don't want to because it's that fucking cheap.
Well, I picked Arcane for my main just for the fun of it. I played a lot of Souls games, and quickly after I realized how much Scarlet Rot and Bleed fucks everything.
Right. But the point being is status effects matter. Whereas in Final Fantasy games, they fucking don't.
I made Placidus X my bitch 2 tries on my first go.
You know?
That doesn't even feel like a brag, to be honest. He's no Midir. Oh, that fight's pretty epic, though, I'm not gonna lie. Placidus X is fucking cool. It just wasn't that hard.
But yeah, anyway, we are transforming this video to hell, terraforming it.
We done broke it. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
Late game fight is about equipping the armors or using the spells designed to counter these effects.
Let's
You need a
focus on
party with the
Chrono
correct
Trigger.
spells to weaken the enemy.
Oh,
from
and
basic
Confused
attacks
can go
to do
fuck
that.
itself.
And you've got a few gimmick fights where you attack the scenery instead of the boss, but overall, the combat system is super easy to grasp, with the double and triple tech
like I
combinations
remember
giving it
seeing
a
this shit,
surprising
you know?
amount of depth. Combine this with
Right.
exceptional pacing, every fight feels like progress through a story, not simply increasing a number. But what about the characters you don't include in your team who aren't getting experience? Well, they actually still do get experience and level at pace with you even if they're not in the party. So when you swap out team members, you're not suddenly using a weaker team, you're just using a different, equally capable team, so you're never stuck just using the guys that you've power leveled. We battle through the
That's
forest and
great,
find a
'cause
power
they're
glove and a
all
chest, so let's
cool.
have a quick look at the equipment. Characters have
All
4
of them.
equipable item slots: weapon, helmet, body armor, and accessory, and of these, only the equipped weapon will have any in-game visual effect and only during combat, with swords having a
Pause.
different blade color and some weapons
Wait,
having a
did you say pause?
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I benched Marl more often than anyone else.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't gel with my shit. I had Robo in every comp. 3, 2, 1, go.
different shape, attack animation, or attack sound effect. Weapons increase your attack power, and each character can only use one specific type of weapon. You cannot equip another character's weapon. Even though 2 characters use swords, they both use different types of swords. Helmet and body armors increase your defense. Male characters can wear metal
And they're
armor,
both
and female
cool.
characters can wear
Pause,
robes.
though.
And accessories increase
Masamune's his ultimate weapon.
I never liked the fact that you couldn't equip different type of weapon types to another character. That was always something that, didn't gel right with me. Like, if I wanted to play Cloud that wielded a fucking,
You can't put an arm gun on Cloud, okay? He uses Buster Swords.
No, but if I wanted him to have a stave, I should have, that's what I liked about Final Fantasy 12, is
That's
you could...
dumb. You're dumb.
Man, come on now. It's about having characters that are fully customizable as far as stats and shit.
But you know that those characters are more unique. They're from their stories. They are what they are. It's not like Monster Hunter, where you can be whatever the fuck you want. It's just where the whole game is just a series of boss fights. I love it.
Well, I mean, characters are defined by their personality, not their fucking weapon sets. And I want to, what if I wanted 3 guys wielding fucking katanas in my goddamn party to fucking
Gay.
katana fuck someone,
Gay.
I'm just saying.
Because it's not Cloud if he doesn't have a giant overcompensating weapon. It's a trope. Look at Sephiroth with the Masamune. How ridiculous would he look with just a random ass stab? It would be terrible.
No,
Can you
but if he
imagine
had a
having a
hell of a
weapon shorter
fucking
than his
power,
hair?
if he had a hell of a fucking power glove and he just choked you to death, that would be awesome. I think
That's
that would
so
fulfill
dumb.
a lot
Oh
of
my
fucking
God.
fantasies. As a matter of fact, goddamn.
He's so dumb. Oh my god. I'm gonna kill you. That's oh my god.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
increase
Thank
most
God.
stats or have unique supporting effects like reducing the MP cost of techs or increasing critical hit rate or preventing certain status effects. And some accessories combine
Strong
with
has
certain
a giant
weapons, but
sword
most can
because
be
he has a
equipped by anyone.
legendary
This system
weapon,
again is
and
focusing
he's
on
a
depth
knight.
over complexity.
And
4
shut up.
slots is pretty easy to understand, but some armor has high base defense but no elemental resistance, while other armor has high elemental resistance and low
As a
base
matter of
defense.
fact,
Or even
pause.
absorption.
This bitch.
That's what I liked about Final Fantasy V, is the fact that Final Fantasy V had a class system where every character in that fucking class, in that game, could equip different classes. Now, the classes themselves had predefined armor sets and weapon sets that you could use.
Sure.
So yeah, and you leveled
But you know
up
what,
the
Dash?
fucking you leveled up the class instead of the fucking character, you know. And when you
Kind of
use
like D&D.
yeah, when you use that class, you could equip it so you could effectively have 3 warriors go into a party and bash the motherfucker, or 3 healers and then totally get fucked because you ain't got no offense. You know, it's just
Right.
something like that. And
Hey,
I
man,
beat
chocolate
Final
ice
Fantasy.
cream,
I beat
chocolate ice cream and vanilla ice cream are both great.
Yeah, I beat Final Fantasy V 5 different times in a fucking row. Like, as soon as I finished the game, I replayed it and beat it again and again and again just to
Different
play
classes.
all the fucking classes and the combinations and shit, because
Yeah,
that's
I
what
love
I
that
like.
shit.
You know? And so when games are like, here's your predetermined character with its predetermined class, I get a little bit butthurt by it, because, you know, I like choosing my own class for what I think each character should have. You know, if I think one character should be tanky, it's because I feel like it fits his personality, whereas PT over here could feel like he should be a DPS warrior because it fits his personality, you
How do you
know.
like Fire Emblem?
I haven't played Fire Emblem.
This bitch. I think you'd like it. Start with an old one. Start with 8 on the
I
Game Boy Advance.
actually think I emulated a Fire Emblem game once. It's one of the first 2. The one that had the katana chick in it. You know? But I don't remember
Right,
much about
yeah.
it. You know?
Well, the way the classes up here, a lot of them branch different ways so they can serve different purposes. And you can ignore some characters too.
Right. But once again, chat, this is more of a debate on, you know, what I like versus what he likes
Right.
versus
This
what's
good
on
purposes shit
topic.
right here.
You know? Anyway.
Topic is JRPGs.
Yeah. Yes. And one of the best ones
Right
on
in front of
hand.
us, yes, absolutely.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
To a specific
we agree
element,
on
meaning
that.
you'll be healed from that damage and not harmed. This means while the main storyline can be completed by just focusing on really high defense, the optional hidden side bosses need more situational setups with elemental absorption or status resistance. In fact, finding specific secret helmets toward the end of the game and then using
I don't
them
remember
in
if I
New
hate
Game
this
Plus
boss or
is the
not.
strategy to beat a boss that you're not meant to be able to beat
do.
and unlock a hidden ending. We fight through this canyon back to the overworld and it is dark. It's the same landmass but clearly a different time period. You'll notice the little box in the corner simply shows a question mark, and these update in every time period when you learn where you actually are by talking to an NPC. So we ask around the local village about the Millennial Fair and we're told, why would we celebrate the millennium? It's the year 600 AD. And then another NPC asks if we're going to fight Magus and his monster army. So now we know where we are and what's going on.
Yeah,
I
you
swing by a
fucking
shop
crazy.
and browse the weapons and here's another issue. The shop layout is mostly fine. I like how when you scroll to an item it shows which character can use it by having their avatar do a little animation. However, here's the issue. You can see a character's current attack and defense displayed under them in white. If a shop item is worse than your current equipment but you can equip it, that number will be grayed out, showing there's no point buying it. But if it's a better item than your current equipment, the number will be shown in bright blue. But there is no way to see what your current number is compared to the blue while it's showing the blue number. So if it shows blue 100, you don't know if you're going from 50 to 100 or 99 to 100. You can't see at a glance. The only way to see is to select a different item that character.
I feel like that may honestly be a nitpick.
Yeah, because that's the easy thing to look around.
Right. You know, but he does bring up a fair point. You know,
It's very minimalist. He's cramming a lot on the screen all at once.
yeah, you know, I just feel like that's more of the nature of modern games now, being able to see what upgrades to what versus back in the. It's more of a then versus now type of nitpick, you know.
Yeah, it really is. Some games are just so complicated right now.
Yeah, Diablo 4 being case in point, but
Oh,
yeah,
shit. You can get through the story of this game in a fucking couple of days.
yeah, you know. But once again, you know, let's continue. 3, 2, 1.
Can't use and just remember the base number again. This is, however, a very minor shop UI issue, not a gameplay issue. Local chatter tells us that the missing
Fair point.
Queen Lean has been found
Thank you,
in the
Josh.
mountains that
Nitpick.
we've just come
Yeah.
from. And if we wander south, Zenon Bridge
He just
is
admitted it
destroyed
was
in
a
this time
nitpick.
period, and the local soldiers
Well, at
are
least
holding
we're on the
fast
same
against
page, right?
Magus'
Yeah.
monster army. They're wishing that Sir Cyrus, a renowned knight, was with them. This is a lovely way of hemming the player into a smaller, more
Pause.
focused world.
Okay.
See, this is when that shit started to blow my mind. When it was all coming together, that this was in the past and shit was whack, and how did we get here and what the hell to do next? Like, I was engaged, super engaged at this point.
Right. I was just more like, what the fuck's going on, you know?
Right. Although when that music kicks off right when you're right in front of the portal, you know, it gets really exciting really fast.
Yeah. 3,
Yeah, carry on.
2, 1. Let's
Using
go.
an in-universe story beat, not just an invisible wall. In the local bar, we meet this wandering adventurer, a guy called Toma. He will be relevant later, and he tells us that the last he heard, the kidnapped queen was spotted in the cathedral to the west, but it's okay. She was actually found in the mountains to the east where we came from. Having a sneaking suspicion that the
It's a
person they
reference to
rescued
him
from the
in
forest
Chrono
might not be
Cross,
the
too.
actual queen, we fight through the forest toward the royal castle. And while here, we see a bush rustling, so we investigate and get an item from it. But then there's another rustling bush, and I think, ooh, another item. But nope, this one is enemies, which is a great idea to tell players, investigate everything,
Get
but
fucked.
be prepared to find risk and reward in equal measure. This route is blocked off by a mysterious box with an ancient sigil on it. This will
Pause
matter.
for a
Remember
second.
this.
Did his sword just show a different color or denotation that it was changed in battle? Like a different graphic design?
Hang on. I'm behind you. I think you might be nuts, though.
No, the sword is yellow, whereas in a previous iteration of this, in a previous
yeah,
scene,
no,
of
it
this,
is, but that's different weapons, different equips have different hues, and he's just taking parts from everywhere.
right? But what I was saying is, in the previous scene, the sword was red, versus now it's yellow, showing that when you upgraded his weapon, it changed at least a subtle change, showing you that it was a different weapon.
Yeah. Also, there was a hidden weapon of a mop in this game.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I say that is not many games at this time did that, you know.
For real, that's something I hated about Legend of Dragoon. Well, it's graphical coolness. Every equipment upgrade changed nothing on the visuals.
Right, and I always wanted that to be done with both swords and armor. Like, I wanted to see how
This is the
cool the
worst
armor
shit.
looked when you equipped it. I didn't want
Birdie
to...
is home.
Yes.
Hello.
What do you mean Birdie is up?
So, well,
What can you not talk about with me?
no. See, Birdie needs to be filled in first. Give me a second. Dash was trying to play Diablo, but the server said "fuck you." And since I showed up to say "what's up," even while I was walking the dogs, it turned into an impromptu waiting in the fucking queue podcast. And now we're doing a reaction to a critical hot take on Chrono Trigger because he never got in.
I'm good.
Me too. Holy shit!
My coworker bought me this.
Let me try one.
What
All
is...
right,
Bought me
Dash.
a full
Yeah.
6-pack. I was expecting one.
Well, that's cute.
She's a very kind person. And I told her I very much appreciate it.
Mountain douche summer's eve.
Shut up. All I said was I don't like the normal Mountain Dew. I like the flavors.
That's a fair point.
Weird Mountain Dews.
Yeah, I like weird Mountain Dews.
Mountain Dew sucks.
Yeah, I'm with him on this one.
Yeah, hot take. I like
And
Mountain
no
Dew
one can
Code
tell me
Red.
otherwise.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my feet hurt.
I like Mountain Dew Code Red personally, but I do have like. Oh, I remember this one time. It's a PT.
Yeah.
I have a memory connected, core memory unlocked. I was playing Final Fantasy VII and I was drinking. I was fighting Sephiroth, and my aunt had 2 bottles of Mountain Dew Pitch Black 2 back when it was a thing, sitting outside the fridge by the refrigerator. 2 liters, by the way. And I was like, hey, can I have these? And she's like, yeah, but they're flat. And I'm like, oh well. So I drank both 2 liters during the fucking Sephiroth fight. And
you're disgusting.
I woke up the next morning pissing blood.
What's he saying? What the fuck? What's he saying? He chugged 4 liters of Mountain Dew Black and then pissed blood the next morning. That's concerning.
It was when I was a teenager.
That's weird. He's a teenager. I'm trying to massage the bird's feet. He's been on them all day. 10-hour shift. Will be real. Full beans, what it'll be. First 10-hour shift on his feet.
Oh shit. Yeah,
We're
chat.
in a pharmacy though, so honestly, it's pretty push. Who's keeping this one? Fuck you.
Yeah.
We just walking back and forth and dealing with idiots.
Yeah. What you're getting paid,
It's not squats.
Fucking worse.
It's not squats.
Yeah. Exactly. They ain't hauling dog for the weekend.
Yeah,
I'd be okay with calling dog food. It's not squats. That's all that fucking matters.
Welcome to the weirdest podcast of your
If I
life,
squat
chat.
More than 2 times in an hour, I die.
We're professionals.
Right? Yes. This is how we podcast. We just fucking yellow life it. Whatever
my heel.
Whatever happens, fucking happens.
Oh,
This
right
is
there.
our life recorded.
Go back and forth like more on the other side. No, other way.
By the way, PT, this is in the Diablo.
Oh my god, yes.
This is in the Diablo 4 category of Twitch, not the just chatting.
The weird one.
Yeah.
Someone's giving his boyfriend a foot massage.
Yeah, so they're gonna be streaming. They're gonna be scrolling through Diablo 4 gameplay, and they're gonna find this weird, random ass fucking, I should probably change the category, but by this time, I'm like, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna fucking change it. Y'all are just gonna fucking watch the shit, and y'all are gonna be happy with what the fuck y'all got.
Yeah, fuck it. It's not even like a gross thing. He's been on the street for 10 hours. This is how people who are compassionate about each other do self-care. This is love, bitch.
No, it's just the fact that, we've got this entire thing on fucking stream.
I know.
Sorry, Galax.
Shit. He's fun. No, I'm not. He's fun. George Well. No. They fucking got.
Here, I'll do you a favor, chat. I'll do you a small favor. Oh! I have been disconnected. Okay. Apparently, sometime during our fucking.
This is the one that hurts the most.
Hey, PT.
Especially the heel. Hang on a second, Dash. What's that word? This one's heel is the one that hurts the most. Okay, go ahead. This is the foot that makes me live at work.
So, sometime during our fucking reaction, we connected to the game, like we actually got into the game, and then I disconnected.
For idle?
Yeah.
I thought you said you closed out of the game, you fucking dipshit.
I didn't, but oh well. Fuck it.
Man.
No, I'm not fucked up about it. We're doing
Tonight is dumb as hell. Queue up.
I'm not queuing up at this point. We're doing a reaction stream, then I'll queue up. Fuck it. I'm having fun with this.
Yeah, that's what makes me limp at work.
I'm actually having fun with this.
Makes me limp at work.
I start walking on the ball of that foot frequently.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna do us a favor.
When I start walking on all weekend. SARS that, let's see.
Ugh.
Oh, I still want to cut them off so bad.
I know how that feels. Goddamn.
I need to pull my arms off. That's what I need to hold the chair. I genuinely consider going back to the camping section and cutting off my feet at one point. No, a little bit lower, like below the yeah, right there.
What are you gonna do with it? Eat it? Dash, we need to start the thing. Where's your timestamp? 25:04?
Yeah.
Go ahead. 3, 2, 1, go.
At the castle, and these soldiers rush us, but the queen arrives and says we are her friend. In fact, we are the guy who rescued her. The king even thanks us for finding the queen, but then confides in us that he's still a bit concerned because the queen doesn't seem like herself. She doesn't have her favourite coral hairpin, and she never loses that. So we visit the queen in her chambers, and it's not Queen Lean, it's Marl from our time. She just looks exactly like the queen from 600 AD. But while we're talking, she suddenly screams, and then...
Huh? I paused.
I said for some reason, it's commentary. Chill.
Yeah. Anyway, 3, 2, 1.
ceases to exist. Now, there's no way that we're going to be able to explain this to the king, so we run, and on the way back we bump into Luca, who's followed us through the portal. Luca then explains her theory and knows where she recognizes Marl from. Marl's real name is Nadia, and she's the current princess in our time. According to the history books, in 600 AD, Queen Lean was indeed kidnapped, but then she was saved. However, in this timeline, they saved Marl, meaning the real queen is still kidnapped, which has changed history. And with the real Queen Lean still missing, Marl was never actually born. This is shown by a nice family timeline visual. This means we need to go and save the real Queen Lean to fix the timeline and restore Marl's existence. Our only clue from the Wandering Adventurer Toma is the abbey to the west.
This brings up the fucking time travel theory. This time travel in this game was linear and not done in like Steins Gate fashion where time exists on different fucking paths. Or for those more familiar, DBZ, where you had future Trunks who went to the past to try to change.
We don't care about that.
Yeah, who tried to change his timeline, but didn't because time didn't lay on the same path, but instead of different paths. In this game, it's same singular path. So if a person,
and there are a lot of different things on side quests you can do that will affect their counterparts in the future part of the timeline too.
Right. Exactly.
Even some chests you could open twice if you do it in the right order.
Ooh, nice. So
you find them in the future, and you find them in the past, but if you wait, get it in the future first, then go back to the past and get it twice.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so see, you get shit like that, chat. You get shit where, you can open chests twice.
That's cool.
You can affect the future by doing shit in the past.
Interactive world building.
Exactly. So that was another interesting aspect about this game.
Also, there's Robo's storyline, where after a forest is burned down, because he's technically immortal, you leave him for like 400 years to replant the entire forest. So when you get back to your timeline, it's not a desert anymore. And Luca fixes him up when he tells the story of what happened since you left, and it's really touching. It makes me cry for a robot.
Nice. But
it's fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah, I had something I was gonna say.
Sorry.
Fuck, think bot. But, no, I think I was gonna say something along the lines of, shit, fuck, I forgot. It was something along the lines of, this game Ah, fuck! I totally lost it.
Carry on.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So Luca joins us and we set
Sorry
off.
to
Now
ruin your
Luca
train
in
of
the
thought.
party brings an exciting new mechanic. We can now see the enemy's health. And this is thanks to the accessory Sight Scope that Luca comes equipped with. Now there are many RPGs where seeing an enemy's current or total health is a tactical decision you need to make, but Chrono Trigger forces you to make that choice between information or using the accessory slot for, say, a power increasing item. Now at first this lack of standard RPG
I always
information
go
was jarring,
information.
but most normal enemies will go
real.
down in 2 or 3 hits, provided they're not resistant to physical damage, and bosses are more about finding the correct rhythm of damaging and healing. It's testament to the pacing of the fights that not knowing the enemy's health isn't actually a major downside, because even in group fights,
I
you're
can
never
agree with
fighting
that,
more
though.
than 6 enemies
Yeah.
at once, and keeping track of who you've attacked is actually quite easy because the fights are quite short.
Unless
We've
you're
been
trying
playing
to
for a
kill
while,
it.
so let's say
Pause.
you can
Go
save
on
the
and load
game
it. The
at
fights
any
don't take
point.
forever.
Yeah, pause.
You don't need to.
Yeah. The only way that it would information would matter over more DPS is if you have a boss fight that has multiple bosses in it, and you're trying to focus on one boss, and you need to kill a specific boss or kill the bosses in a specific order. That way
Right?
you
You
can
want to
fucking
make sure you hit him just right.
right. Yeah. So that's the only reason why it would matter. But other than that, it's a player choice thing. But I always want information. Okay, so I'm on 2714.
Go ahead.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
While on the overworld, and for saving in a gameplay area, you'll need to find these little sparkles. And when you save the game, the story chapter, in this case, The Queen is Gone, is shown to the top, and this
Oh,
will matter
pause.
for...
He brings up the save mechanic of having to find your save points. There was no
Lost it,
autosave. Once again,
Yeah.
let's reiterate, there was no fucking autosave. So you had to be careful about what you fucking did. And if you made the
Yeah.
wrong choice, you lost hours of
You can
gameplay.
always save in the space between time, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
save before
Once
you do
that,
something stupid in there.
yeah, once that was unlocked. But before that was unlocked, before you had a central focal point, or HUD point, I should say, you had to pray to God there was a fucking save point before a boss fight.
When you get your hands on the epic, and that craft can freely travel between the different time frames, and the way the game opens up, the way the whole world opens up to you, it's such an epic.
Right?
I'm ready.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
finding hidden endings later. We have a nap in the inn to restore our health and notice another lovely detail which really makes the world feel real beyond your characters. After you wake up in the inn, if you just wait around for a while, an NPC comes in and makes the beds. So we journey on. The cathedral to the west is full
Oh,
of
pause.
creepy nuns.
Cute little details.
Yeah, there was one specific detail in a different game, Mario RPG. The first Mario RPG. There was an inn you could sleep at, and you could continue to sleep at past the point where you had no money left. So you could have like 0 gold left in your inventory and still sleep in the inn, and when you got downstairs you had to work in the kitchen to pay off your debt. And I liked that fucking detail so much, and no other game's ever done that.
There's
But
so
it's
many
shit.
cute details in Paper Mario too. That game was made with a lot of love.
But games like this and games like that, they had to put filler in, to make the world feel alive. And it just felt so much, oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? Fruitful is what I want to
Immersive.
use. Immersive, to just see this shit and to just know this shit. And nowadays, games
I
really
think
aren't
that's what I
like
like
that
about
anymore.
Horizon so much is that it's a very open world game, but it's closed off enough that every subquest I find is something that catches my interest.
Right.
All of them. I want to explore every nook and cranny of this massive world. It's just that attractive to me.
Yeah, but it's not about the side quest more per se. It's more about the small details of characters just going about doing their own fucking thing, or
Right.
small little things you can do that would fuck with other characters. Like
Like
sleeping
the
at
routines in Skyrim.
Yeah,
I love that.
shit like that. I would when people say games
I dig that in Stardew Valley so much, and like Harvest Moon, shit like that.
Yeah, when
Okay.
people say games today aren't like what they used to be, this
Shit.
is what we're talking about. Let me sit up for a second, because I need to get camera focused for this point, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant here.
Oh boy.
Camera, quit cameraing. Okay, when people say games today aren't like what they used to be, part of what they're mentioning is like character routines and, you know, small shit you did in games that could infect your environment, like sleeping at an inn too much, or, you know, not being able to just, you know, fuck with curtains or something like that. You know, you could go to your TV and turn it on and off and shit like that. I mean, some games like GTA have details like that, or like PT said, Stardew Valley and whatnot. But for the most part, it's about expansive open world and, you know, how much clusterfuck shit we can fit in. Oh, and by the way, all the shit's busted and we don't have shit to fix it with. You know,
Not gonna lie, a lot of areas in GTA feel empty.
yeah, but I mean, even GTA had like, you know,
in-home details and whatnot.
yeah, you know, like Aliens, the whole Alien plot line, you know, that was completely fucking hidden, and you had to go out of your way to fucking find that shit. Or there was one time in GTA 5, I ran across a fucking bunch of dead bodies, and it was a fucking drug deal gone bad. You know, shit like that.
The Radiant side quest.
Yeah. You know, and I mean, a lot of fucking older Bethesda games had this, you know, like older Fallouts and fucking older fucking Elder Scroll games and shit like that. But games like Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, you know, games like, you know, earlier Final Fantasies, or I don't know if Legend of Dragoon had any of this in it. I don't quite remember. But there was
side quests in it, but it's a very linear game.
Yeah, but a bunch of earlier JRPGs, you know, or other fucking, you know, earlier Nintendo games had shit like this, like Zelda, for instance. You know, I remember there being a lot of interactable shit in Zelda, if I recall, you know, correctly. That's where the whole smashing the pots came from. Oh, and the whole thing where you could steal a sword from someone's fucking store, but if you went back in the store, the fucking dude would kill the shit out of you. Shit like that. You don't see that anymore. But once again,
they keep you on the path of how they want you to play the game.
Yeah, exactly. But once again, I stumble off the track, and now we must find our way back on.
Go for it. 3, 2,
1.
And one of my favourite video game lines, all we want is world peace, or a piece of the world. We find the Queen's hairpin on the floor in this cathedral, and the nuns transform into the monstrous Naga. And I love the inclusion of the hairpin because it's a trail of breadcrumbs which constantly reassures you, yes, you're on the right path, but through in-universe narrative connections. We fight through and unlock our first dual tech, Flame Toss, combining Luca's fire and Chrono's cyclone. And the fight ends, but Luca is ambushed by an unseen Naga, and just before she's killed, she's saved by a frog with a sword, who chastises Luca with "Lower thine guard, and thou art allowing the enemy in." And that is a great character intro. Instantly we know this frog's personality: good guy, fantasy knight. It seems the frog is also searching for the Queen, so we agree to team up, although Luca isn't too happy about this. Playing the organ unlocks a secret door, and we discover that Frog is a fantastic fighter, stronger than both Chrono and Luca, and with a healing spell, fights are now a lot easier. But in a great touch, you can also access healing technical abilities from the menu outside of battle and use them to heal the party. So we fight into the evil cathedral and discover a shrine to the great and powerful Magus, leader of the monster army. Frog and Chrono's dual tech cross-cut makes short work of anything, and then this lovely bit. You walk down some stairs, but they flip into a ramp trap and you slide down, and then an enemy enters the screen by sliding down a banister into the fight. Now, you could have easily just had the enemy fade in or jump in.
Yeah.
I gotta split, my dude. I must take care of my bird. I'm sorry.
Shit. Alright.
Thanks for having me tonight, though.
Right. Hey, can we pick up this reaction? Again,
Let's
like,
see.
probably. Are you free tomorrow?
I don't know, man. My schedule is it's all about the dogs, shit, and these plants. I don't know. I'll try to be around, but let me know, okay? Play it by
Alright,
ear.
alright. Well, this reaction will be. Hold on before you split.
I give you
PT?
a timestamp. I'm still here, chill.
Yeah. 2916. But yeah, this reaction will be a multi part. You know, we'll have to pick it up sometime later. We'll come to
Because it's long as fuck.
yeah, I know, and we made it even longer. This is transformative as fuck, ain't it?
We'll be fine.
But yeah, the video was made by Josh Strife Hayes. We're like 29 minutes into it. Real good guy. I suggest you check out his fucking videos. I'll post a link in the chat.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I like it so far.
Right. But if you do have time to come back later today, I know you're very busy, but like I said, if you do, come back and we'll finish it
I
off.
am socially drained, brother. Don't anticipate my return tonight.
Alright. I should be able to find my way back into fucking Diablo.
Good luck
Alright.
on that, man. Deuces.
Deuces. Alright, chat. Let's see if we can't find our way back into Diablo. One minute left in the queue. Oh, we're getting back in. Check that out. Oh, yeah. Stop.